And now the Corry Federal Credit Union presents Clymer Sherman Panama Wolfpack play-by-play on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream at channel989.org. This broadcast is brought to you by Lictus Oil and Propane, Crouch's Garage, First Place Auto Glass, and Mike's Machine, UTAG's Body Shop, Arlene's Dutch Kitchen Restaurant, J. Edwards Insurance, Necker's Company General Store, Proddy Chevrolet and Buick, Woods Auto Parts Napa and Woods Power Sports, Olson's Auto Repair, Countertop Solutions, Whiteland Surveying, Bush Septic, Triple E Manufacturing and Design, Sherman Livestock, and the Corry Federal Credit Union.
Good evening and welcome to Randolph for tonight's game between the Clymer Sherman Panama Wolfpack and your own Randolph Cardinals. Officials for tonight's game are referee Jim Barber.
The rights to this broadcast have been granted by Section 6, representing more than 90 senior high schools who participate annually in Section 6 sponsored athletic competition. Any rebroadcast or republication or the reprogramming without written consent of Section 6 is strictly prohibited. Good evening, Wolfpack fans, and welcome to tonight's broadcast of Section 6 Class D semifinal football, the matchup between the CSP Wolfpack and the Randolph Cardinals. A rematch from Week 2, where the Cardinals beat the Wolfpack 35-18 behind 340 yards on 39 carries by Xander Hind. We have a perfect November evening for football with temperatures in the low 60s, although it might be a little breezy tonight with winds in the 10 to 15 miles per hour range. My name is Andrew Bemis, and I will be joined by Dr. Brent Deuink tonight on the color commentary. Doc, good to have you here tonight.
Hey, it's a pleasure to be here, Andy.
CSP is coming off a convincing win in the Class D quarterfinals, beating the Wilson Lake men 35-7 behind a strong effort from sophomore Tate Catanese, who threw for over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns and also ran for 100 yards and a touchdown. As CSP raced out to a 28-0 halftime lead and never looked back. The Wolfpack did suffer a crucial injury, as senior starting middle linebacker Lucas DeSandro suffered a season-ending injury and will miss tonight's matchup, and is a big part of the CSP defense that has held teams to an average of less than 12 points per game this year, and only tonight's opponent, the Randolph Cardinals, have scored more than 20 points against CSP during the regular season. Tonight's game is poised to be a contrast in styles. Randolph runs an old-school pro-style offense that features traditional I formations and is led by senior Xander Hind, who has over 1,500 yards on 150 carries, scoring 18 touchdowns and averaging 10 yards per carry. CSP runs the up-tempo, no-huddle offense spurred by its sophomore quarterback Tate Catanese, who is a dual-threat quarterback, throwing for over 14 yards this season and rushing for another 400 yards on the ground. Joining Tate in the passing attack this year has been a pair of sophomore receivers, with Alex Barmore catching over 220 yards this year, and then star receiver Bryce Hinsdale having 65 receptions, 730 yards receiving, and 6 receiving touchdowns. Hinsdale is coming off a shoulder injury, but is able to play last week and appears ready to play. And, Doc, keys to tonight's game, I think it's going to be pretty basic. CSP has got to tackle. Week 2 against Xander Hind, they didn't tackle at all. He broke tackles again and again. He was unstoppable. We could not finish blocks.
Well, it was the Week 2 jitters in my book. The Wolfpack are relatively young, and the Cardinals are relatively experienced, and Randolph certainly got the best of us on both sides of the ball that night. But I'm looking forward to see how much we've improved from that second week, and I'm hoping for a competitive game tonight.
Yeah, Doc, and my keys to the game, the goals, is, the two issues in week 1 was tackling Xander Hind, was finishing drives in the red zone. The CSP offense had 2 turnovers in the red zone, and they lost by 2 touchdowns. They finished those drives week 2, and that might have been a ball game in the fourth quarter. You have 60-yard drives, you don't pay them off with touchdowns against a team this good, you're not going to win that ball game.
Well, and it certainly would be helpful if we don't get behind early to these guys, too, because with Randolph's ball control offense, they chew up large chunks of the clock, 10, 12, 15-play drives, and if we get too far behind it really is going to be a problem.
Yeah, absolutely, Doc. The first quarter is going to be key to, I think not only what you're talking about is score-wise, but establishing tempo in the game. If they can come out and say, hey, we're going to compete with you guys, we're going to hit, we're going to bring Xander Hind down. And we're going to take this moment to take a break for the playing of the national anthem.
while we experience the national anthem sung by Sierra Smith.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets were dry, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Sierra. Wonderful
Corry
job.
Federal Credit Union is the platinum sponsor of CSP Wolfpack Football play-by-play coverage on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream. The Corry Federal Credit Union would like to wish the Wolfpack the best of luck this season. The Corry Federal Credit Union has been serving the community since 1958. They offer a wide range of financial and banking services for you and your business. The Corry Federal Credit Union is located at 728 Worth Street in Corry, 56 North Main Street in Union City, 315 Main Street in Spartanburg, and online at corryfcu.org. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks the Corry Federal Credit Union, a not-for-profit organization, for their support of CSP Wolfpack Football play-by-play.
Welcome back, Wolfpack fans, as the captains are going out to the field. CSP captains today look like Lucas Lissandro out there. We got Trent Birkenowski. Looks like Gabe Roth. And I think that is John. No, I'm not sure who the last guy is here. Looks like that is actually number 52, Tate Newman, here for CSP. Right here, we'll see what the coin toss is going to be, and see who's going to start off the ball, who's going to start on defense. And, Doc, I was really hoping this matchup would be potentially at the stadium up in Buffalo, but with the way the seeding broke out with the three-way tie, CSP got the short end of the stick in the 4 seed. So instead of playing Portville or Elkville, Franklinville this week, they got to play Randolph. But, if you want to beat the best here at stadium, you got to do it one week or the other.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more on that point. Really, Randolph is the class of the league. They've beaten everybody pretty much convincingly, 2 touchdowns or more each game. And you put Franklinville, Ellicottville, and Portville and CSP. You put, those 3 teams are all very, very similar. And it's too bad that we got the short end of the stick and had to come here. I mean, it's a great place to play, really nice field, beautiful night. But I do think the 2 best teams are right here tonight, and sure would have been a great opportunity for the CSP seniors to have a chance to play the sectional finals at the Ralph.
Yeah, well, that chance is still there. And so Randolph won the toss and deferred, so CSP will be receiving on this drive here, and they will be receiving on the I'm not sure if that's east or west over there. I'm kind of turned around here. But it'll be the left side of your radio dial if you're listening to this broadcast on the radio, or left side of the screen here on Facebook Live. And as always, this game is being broadcast on 98.9 on the streaming station, and then on Facebook Live if you want to watch some of the action here tonight. So, Doc, we're going to see that CSP offense out here, and I think this first drive is going to be critical in setting a tone to the game and how it's going to go.
Yep, I think that's very true, and what a great game start that would be if we could get a score. We want to send out, best wishes to Lucas Lissandro, unsung hero in my opinion on this year's team on both sides of the ball. Did all the dirty work, was a great leader on the team, and suffered a broken collarbone last week, and he's out there with a sling, and certainly going to be unable to play tonight. And the guys that are going to be filling in for Lucas, I think, is going to make a big difference in tonight's game.
Yeah, and some info on, I think John Watson, who's been normally starting at defensive end this year, is actually going to slide back to middle linebacker, and they're going to rotate, I believe, number 9, Devin Johnson, will be starting at that right defensive end for John Watson. So rotating a few guys, and John Watson does have an experience playing linebacker, and he's a bigger kid, and that might be what you need this matchup tonight here, as number 9 here for Randolph, Griffin Nelson, the sophomore kicker, is getting ready to tee this up here, and we got Braden Hayes back there, and I think that is Carter Brink back there deep also. standing back at their own 10-yard line.
Well, on defense for CSP, we need to pick 11 kids that can tackle Xander Hind. That is the bottom line.
Absolutely. As we mentioned before, it's going to be the key to this game here is getting him on the ground, something they did not do in week 2. And just waiting for kickoff here, waiting for the officials' whistle here as Randolph is ready to kick. And here we go. Kickoff is a nice kick down to about the 10-yard line. Carter Brink is going to return this from his own 10. He's going to cross the 20. 25's got some blocks up there across the 30 and driven out of bounds right there. Looks like he's been driven out about the 31, 32-yard line. Decent field position here to start for the CSP offense.
Well, when you look at Randolph's defense, I found it very illuminating. Their tackle chart, they're led on defense by big number 87, 6'7", 250-pound Jaden Huntington. But they have 11 guys on their defense that have made between 19 and 43 tackles. So, that just tells me they have 11 athletes on defense, and one kid is not that much better than the other, and it's been very, very stifling on the season for most people.
CSP is going to start a shotgun formation. We're going to send Braden Hayes far to the right. Trips formation off the right. Tape backfield by himself. He's got Balmer single coverage out there. They're going to throw it to him. It's going to be caught at about the 39-yard line. That's going to be a pickup of 8 yards right there. Doc, they love that formation. They go heavy on the right side. Balmer single coverage on the left side, and they throw a little out pattern to him.
Well, it's really the evolution of Alex Barmore. I mean, he's a terrific athlete, but the fact that they're keying on Bryce Hinsdale, that opens up opportunities for other kids to be open, and certainly is going to be important as the game carries on.
Twins right formation. Bryce Hinsdale across the formation motion. Tate looking left again. He's looking for Barmore out there, and it's going to be high and incomplete over his head at the 45-yard line. That'll bring up a 3rd and 4 here. Once again, they're looking for that single coverage on the left side as Bryce Hinsdale is coming out here. And Doc, they're playing some tight man-to-man coverage out here, so they're going to press these receivers and make them beat them over top.
Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, now look, we have big number 69, yep, Dan Redlecki out here in this bubble screen. I got to believe that he is not the most fleetest of foot.
Yep, 2-on-1 out there. They got numbers if they can catch us and go. And Bryce Hinsdale does cross the 40, cross the 45, and finally brought down at the 48-yard line. And Randolph did not adjust to that, Doc. They brought out a lineman, only had 2 defenders out there, free 10 yards.
Yeah, well, I love the kid, and I'm happy for big number 69, but in the open field, it's tough for a kid that's 250 pounds to block a linebacker or a defensive back, but it worked on that play. It was enough for a first down CSP.
Tate under center here, Twins left, Twins right. He's got Trent Birkenowski in motion out here. It's going to be a sweep to Birkenowski across the left side. He's got some room out there, gets a block from Roth, breaks the tackle, across the 50, and driven out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. Looks like it's going to be about a 6, maybe 7-yard pickup here, and that toss sweep had some room out there, and CSP is moving the ball to start.
Absolutely, a very impressive drive so far. It's a pass-first, rush-second offense, but we're using the pass to set up that run, and we got the bubble screen on the far sideline. Looks like it's going to be set up.
All right, so they come out of the quads left formation. They're going to bring Bryce inside here. He's going to have Birkenowski out there, trip formation, Tate in the shotgun, looking to throw, looking right. He's got a man out there. He's going to be caught by Bryce Hinsdale. He's going to be tackled right away. Looks like to be no gain on the play as Randolph is playing tight end receivers over there. Another big 3rd down coming up here.
Yeah, what a great one-handed catch by Bryce on that play. Very well defended by Randolph. There wasn't much room. Bryce was so focused on making the reception, he didn't have time to make a move with those quick feet. So it's going to be 3rd and 3, an important down here early on.
3rd and 3 here for the CSP offense. Twins left formation. They're going to bring Roth across the formation to the wide side. Tate's in the shotgun. He's got Birkenowski back there. Actually, he's looking right. He's got a man open. He overthrows Braden Hayes down about the 35-yard line right there. And Doc, first big decision for Ty Harper today. He's got 4th and 3 at the Randolph 43-yard line with 9:53 left in the first quarter. I got to think he goes for this. The punt's only going to get him maybe 15, 20 yards. And, you're kind of in no man's land, though.
Yeah, it is a huge call. And, they are going for it. They're setting up in their, passing formation here. So, no guts, no glory.
Twins right, Twins left, Tate back, looking left. He's got a man out there, and he trips. Oh, and a bad break to CSP offense.
Oh, what a late push.
Yeah,
I did not like that at all. I mean, the pass was obviously incomplete, and the Randolph defensive back just reaches out and 2 hands push Bryce. Had no effect on the play whatsoever, but, that's the way it goes, and Randolph's going to get their first possession, and, we get A+ for guts on that call.
Yeah, Doc, I kind of wish they ran a draw on that play. They only had 4 down linemen and 1 linebacker, really spread out. I really thought a keeper with Tate right there might have got them some. But the player hitting there, Bryce Hinsdale, was number 37, Xavier Hind, the key guy to stopping this game. Randolph's going to come out in a shotgun formation, Hind in the backfield. Quarterback, they're just going to hand it off to Hind across the left side. He's got room over there, across the 45, across 50. First down, Randolph down the 45-yard line. Eventually brought down by Braden Hayes, and looks like number 44, Anthony Capella, back from injury. And right there, Doc, first play, 12 yards, and a lot of room there for Xavier Hind.
Well, it looked to me like he left a half a count early on that play, too. I thought we were going to see a flag on that play, but this is exactly what they did to us. One play into their offense, they're doing exactly what they did to us in the second week.
Carson Conley, the senior number 12 quarterback from Randolph. They're going to come out in a shotgun formation. Xavier Hind right there, 1 split to the left. CSP's got 8 guys inside the box right here, showing pressure with Gabe Roth in the middle. To make a hand off the Hind there. He's going to get hit in the backfield by Devin Johnson. Buried by about 6 Wolfpack defenders, led by Gabe Roth. It looks like Anthony Capella out there. And that's going to be a 5-yard loss and a penalty on the field. I think it's going to be a holding penalty, Doc. So you might have first and 25 here.
Yeah, and they might even decline that penalty. Drake DiDomenico is who blew that play up. Blitzing linebacker basically leveled the Randolph offensive lineman that was trying to block him. He pushed the lineman right back into the runner, and that's what allowed the rest of the defense to step up and make the play. So Drake DiDomenico stepping up and making the first big defensive play for the Wolfpack tonight.
And big penalty for Randolph. High school football is where the penalty occurs. That penalty was 6 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Randolph facing a 1st and 26 back at their own 40-yard line right here. Great opportunity for CSP to, get out of the field here. Randolph once again shotgun formation. Conley there by himself. He's got Hind right there. He's going to come across formation, cuts it back, met right at the line of scrimmage. Going to gain maybe 4 yards right there. Knocked down by the CSP defenders right there. Gain of maybe 3, maybe 4 on the play.
Yeah, we'll take 2 more of those plays. It's comical when they line up in the shotgun, which most teams throw out of the shotgun, but they're looking at Randolph's offensive stats. After the second week, I thought they might start to throw the ball throughout the course of the year to develop some diversity in their offense, but Carson Conley, their quarterback, is 18 for 30 on the season. So they're throwing the ball less than 4 times a game, and when that's right. When they're in shotgun, they're pretty much going to run the ball.
CSP bringing pressure on the place. They hand up the Hind across. He gets across the edge right there, and he's going to breaks the tackle at the 45-yard line right there, and eventually dragged outside about the 40-yard line. They're getting him all the way down to 38. Doc, that tackle out there in space is one they have to make to win this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Really defended the first down rush very well, and that play was defended well. We just missed the tackle, and that is something we cannot do. So from 1st and 26, we're now down to 3rd and manageable, 3rd and 5, and I'm willing to bet they're in 4-down territory.
Absolutely, inside CSP 40-yard line. Got the ball all the way down to the 38-yard line on about a 20-yard carry there for Xavier Hind right there. Once again, Randolph going to come out in a shotgun formation. They're going to stack 2 backs on the left side, Hind in the backfield with Conley right here. He's going to come across the formation. It's going to give to him. He's got a big hole across the left side, across the 35, and he's going to get pushed right across the first down marker, and that's going to be a first down there for the Randolph Cardinals as Xavier Hind buries his head for 7 yards, and Randolph is moving the ball again here. And Doc, they are creating some big lanes right there. CSP is sending pressure, but it's not working right now.
Well, it's nothing fancy. It's just the same rushing play left, the same rushing play right, and they're just so effective at the point of attack. Now, as they get down near the goal line, that's going to allow us to play, even tighter to the line of scrimmage with less field to defend. But Randolph is just very, very efficient in this rushing-dominated offense.
Travis Owens, Anthony Capella, defensive tackles. Devin Johnson and Alex Barmart, defensive ends. Watson, Roth, Perkinowski, and Drake DiDomenico with the linebackers. Once again, it's going to be keeper by Conley across the left side. It's going to be chased down by Domenico. He's going to go out of bounds at about the 30-yard line right there. Going to pick up 1, maybe 2 yards, Doc. It looks like he did not want to take a hit right there. He kind of rolled out of bounds right there. Could have got some extra yards, but good pursuit by the Wolfpack defenders.
Yeah, no, that's probably a coaching instruction. Maybe they're not real confident in their second-string quarterback, but looked like he was instructed to not take the hit and scamper out of bounds because he certainly had an opportunity to turn that up the field, and he elected not to.
6:02 left in the first quarter, 0-0 ball game. Randolph driving down to the CSP 31-yard line. Hind across the formation. Gibbs going to cut it back to the middle field. He's going to get down to the 25, break a tackle. Finally dragged down at the 23-yard line right there. Looks like by John Watson. and he's going to be close to a first down. We'll give him 7, maybe 8 yards on that carry. And Doc, they're not bringing him down. He's just turning those legs. He's actually coming out right here for a critical third down.
It's just so predictable. It's Hine to the right and Hine to the left, zone blocking, and he has a chance to pick his hole, and one of the 5 offensive linemen wins his assignment, and there's a crease, and he seems to find it, and he is just a very, very good Class D running back.
Randolph once again coming in the shotgun formation here. We're going to have Conley back there. Hine is out of the game, so it looks like number 2 here is coming in for the game here, and they're going to give it to 2 across right there. It's going to be back to pass. Conley, pressure on him. Throwing the ball deep. Got a man down there, and it's going to be incomplete down in the end zone. We're going to wait for a flag, and nothing there. Looks like Braden Hayes might have been called for pass interference. Randolph goes for the home run shot right there to the senior. I think that's number 87, Jaden Huntington, their other star player. And Hayes had good coverage. I think he kind of panicked at the end.
Well, he has such a huge size mismatch. Huntington is 6'6" or 6'7" and a ginormous human being, and Hayes is about 5'10" or 5'11". So I mean, and that was that ball was up for grabs, and I'm sure the Randolph quarterback just tried to give Huntington a chance to make a play on the ball, and he dang near did.
CSP brings 8 defenders in the box. It's going to be a give behind off the crest sides. We hit the backfield, and he's dropped. What a play there. Looks like that's Gabe Roth back there. 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to be a turnover on downs for the CSP defense. What a great play on the blitz there by Roth.
Hey, it makes you wonder why they threw the ball on third down. They had been so effective and so efficient rushing the ball. I mean, they were 1st and 26 and converted, rushing the ball 3 times, and they took a shot in the end zone and didn't pan out for them. And Gabe Roth did just what we have to do, one-on-one, make that solo tackle against Xavier Hind.
Yeah, and Doc, I think what it was Xavier Hind was on the sideline getting a breather, so he said, if we're going to have him on the field, not on the field, let's take a shot right here. We're going to have a quads right formation. Tate's going to have Barmore single coverage left. Trips Barmore. He's looking for him still. Comes out of break. Right there. Ball was thrown behind Barmore. And, Tate stared him down, and that play had no chance. And right there, CSP gives it right back. Randolph's going to take over at the CSP 35-yard line.
Yeah, that was something that Tate had a problem with early in the year, and I thought that he did a really nice job throughout the course of the year, not staring down his receivers. But, we had that quads right formation, and you got to look right. You got 4 guys over there to at least try to sell that play, but he was staring his receiver down to the left all the way. We are very fortunate that was not a pick 6, because it certainly could have been very easily.
Well, Doc, once Barmore kind of tripped out his formation, I think right there I would like to see Tate kind of go the other way with it, knowing his receiver kind of wasn't going to win the route right there anyway. I'm going to apologize to our Facebook Live viewers. Trying to get the screen fixed. Looks like we got that right there. Randolph's going to take over at their CSP 35-yard line right here. 1st and 10 coming up. Hind in the I formations may give off to the right side. He's got some room over there. He's going to be breaks the tackle in 20-yard line. Eventually driven out of bounds by John Watson. Looked like he's going to be stopped back at the 30, but broke a couple tackles and down inside the 20 as Randolph is knocking on the door once again.
Well, the first big turnover, the first big play of the game went Randolph's way, and they're looking to capitalize on that turnover. And again, it just simply boils down to being able to tackle or not tackle Xander Hind.
4:54 left here in the first quarter. Score is still tied 0-0. CSP with the critical interception inside their own territory. And Randolph's got first down in the red zone right here as 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line. Hind in the traditional I formation. 1 left, 1 right. Conley going to go under center right here. I formation right here. Counts. Going to be a give to the fullback off left side. He's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage right there. Looks like number 34, Travis Owens, and Drake DiDomenico on the stop. And that might be a loss of 1 or no gain on the play. A nice stop there on the right side for the defense.
Well, I'll tell you, another kid that's really improved throughout the course of the year is big number 34, Travis Owens. He has just improved so much throughout the course of the season. He's playing terrific football at a great time of the year.
Sophomore defensive lineman, 6'1", 218. This team's got a lot of sophomores on it, Doc. I mean, it's got a bright future right here, whether it happens tonight.
Now we're playing 4 sophomores on defense right now. Alex Barmore and Bryce Hinsdale, the Owens kid, and somebody else I'm forgetting. But a lot of youth on this team, and this is a big experience game for them.
Hind off the right side. He's got some room over there. He's going to break a couple tackles and finally brought down about the 12-yard line, maybe the 11. He's going to pick up 7 yards on that carry as Randolph went back to the I formation. Twins right, ran off the right tackle, the ISO lead. And when they get Hind going on that full head of steam, he's hard to bring down. And that's going to set up 3rd and 4 here for the Cardinals in obvious 4-down territory.
Yeah, that was a really favorable spot. It looked to me like he was a lot closer to that 1st yard marker than 3rd and 3, long 3 or a short 4. But, I'll take it, that's for sure.
Randolph, 3rd and 4. CSP 11-yard line right here. Once again, they're going to go I formation. It's going to be the senior Conley under center right here, and a Hind in the back formation. Twins left formation. 9 defenders for CSP in the box right here. Hines off left side. He's got room out there.
Goes.
Touchdown, Randolph. On touch into the end zone as the Randolph offensive line cleared out the left side of the CSP defense. Nobody got in there. Doc, he was not touched as he walked in the end zone.
No, that was more of the same. We're just used to seeing that. Very well blocked at the point of attack. I think I even could have scored on that play. Maybe not, but I think I could have.
5 years ago, you might have been able to.
Yeah, good point. But Xavier Hind, he's got to have 50 yards in the first quarter already, and they're lining up for the 2-point conversion.
It's going to be a toss off to Hind over there, and he's going to be met in the backfield and stopped short. It's actually not Hind, it's a reverse play. Looks like number 3 out there, Maverick Adams, but he's stopped. So 3:17 left in the first quarter. Randolph first on the board, 6-0, and we're going to send it to the break for these commercials.
Wolfpack Football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream is provided in part by Necker's Company General Store, providing Clymer with groceries, apparel, gift items, and so much more for over 100 years. The Channel 98.9 sports stream thanks Necker's Company General Store for their support. Lictus Oil and Propane in Clymer is a major sponsor of this Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream broadcast. Family-owned Lictus Oil and Propane continues to supply liquids and fluids for agriculture, industry, and homeowners. Heating, oil, and propane services and off-and-on diesel fuel services are also offered. The Channel 98.9 sports stream thanks Lictus Oil and Propane for their continued support.
Coverage of Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream is provided in part by Arlene's Dutch Kitchen. At 104 East Main Street in Sherman, Arlene's offers breakfast, lunch, dinner, and Amish-style baked goods. Phone 716-234-4002. Find them on Facebook. The Channel 98.9 sports stream thanks Arlene's Dutch Kitchen for their support.
Welcome back, Wolfpack fans. It's going to be a short kick to Carter Brink. Left side is going to get from zone 20. Met at the 30-yard line, breaks a tackle, breaks an air tackle across the 30. Finally brought down about the 32-yard line right there. Nice little return by Carter Brink right there. And CSP will once again start with good field position there. And Doc, we talked about it in the pregame. They got to tackle Xavier Hind, and right now they're just not doing a good enough job.
Well, it's two things. I think it's more him being a really tough, rugged runner. We haven't had bouts of poor tackling. We're not a great tackling team, but not have bouts of poor tackling throughout the course of the season. But, tonight is not the night not to tackle well. And this is a very, very important drive for the Wolfpack to see how they will answer that first touchdown from Randolph.
Tate's going to work out the shotgun formation. He's going to send Roth out to the right with Braden Hayes. Twins left. He's going to have Perkinowski in the backfield with him. Tate waiting for the snap. Shotgun. Waiting. He's going to bring Roth in motion across the formation form. Trips left on the left side and then far side. CSP traveling left to right. It's going to be a keeper by Tate across left side.
Geez.
Stuffed at the line of scrimmage. No gain. And Tate took a pretty guard hit right there. And that's going to set up 2nd and 10 here for the CSP offense.
Not the best team to be running straight up against. He does have a little bit of a straight up running style, but that seemed to be a little more exaggerated than usual. And that is a pretty meaty, beefy center of the Randolph defense that stopped him for little to no gain.
Tate once again shotgun formation. He's looking left. He's got a man open there. He's going to be dropped at the late line of scrimmage and hit. Would have been for no gain anyway. Looks like Alex Barmore out there. And already a big 3rd and 10 coming up here for the CSP offense as Randolph is pressing these receivers and saying, we're going to take away the small stuff from you, and you're going to have to beat us 10, 15 yards down the field. And we have not been able to and haven't really looked for those shot plays yet, Doc.
Well, and our pass protection has been pretty good. Tate has had some decent time to throw, but if they're going to play our receivers that tight, we might be able to get some medium or maybe even a deep ball loose. But, 3rd and 10, very important down.
Tate, shotgun's got tripped right formation. He's looking left's got some pressure on him, runs out of pressure right there, escapes pressure, he's got in the open room, he's going to be brought down about the 39-yard line. That's going to be 4 yards short of the first down, and it's going to bring out the punt unit for CSP. Doc looks like he's going to get out of there, maybe get that for a first down right there, as nobody's open, and right now the CSP receivers are not beating their defenders off the line.
Yeah, not a lot of separation, and Tate made a nice play. He was pressured while he was throwing the ball. He got through the first line of defenders and the linebacker line, but the defensive backs came up and tackled him for a 5-yard gain, but not enough. Fourth down. Bryce is back to punt.
We're going to see a punt formation. Bryce back there. They're going to send Xavier Hine back to about his own 32. Carter Brink comes across the formation right here. Bryce, good snap, kick into it. It's a line drive kick. It's a pretty good kick down about the 30. It's going to take a CSP bounce. Hine's going to field at 30, met right there and tackled. Looks like Carter Brink on the tackle right there for no gain. And number 4, that is Ryan Perry on the stop right there. And Randolph will take over at their own 32-yard line. And we're going to take a quick commercial break.
Coverage of Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream is provided in part by Bush Septic Services, serving the local area since 1959. Austin White can be reached at 716-355-8843 or at bushsepticservices.com. The Channel 98.9 sports stream thanks Bush Septic Services for their support.
Welcome back, Wolfpack fans. 1:39 left here in the first quarter. CSP trailing 6-0 to Randolph in the Class D Section 6 semifinal game here in Randolph. Conley's going to work under center once again. Hind in the back formation. I formation. Hind twins to the left. Waiting for the snap. It's going to be a counter play to Hind. He's got some room across there. He's open field. Across the 45-50. Foot race between him and Brayton Hayes. Out at the 30-yard line. Breaks a move. Breaks a tackle. And finally driven out of bounds. Oh, he stays on his feet somehow. Touchdown, Randolph. Xavier Hind from 68 yards out. And he broke 2 tackles out there, Doc. And this is the exact worst-case scenario for the CSP team right here.
Yeah, that's for sure. We kind of had the angle on him, and, we just got to stay with it. But he juked the guy that had the angle on him, broke the tackle, and, again, there was a huge hole there. We had 8 guys in the box, and once he broke through those 8 guys, it was just 3 defensive backs, and he split them, and, 67-yard touchdown, 12-0 Randolph.
And Doc, this is the one criticism I usually have of the CSP defense is they are not very big and they don't play a lot of down linemen. As Randolph is going to convert the 2-point conversion and take a 14-0 lead with 1:25 left in the first quarter. And with this break in action, we're going to send it back to the station for these commercials.
Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream is provided in part by Countertop Solutions, a proud supporter of Wolfpack athletics. Countertop Solutions wishes the Wolfpack luck in their pursuit of excellence on the field. Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream is brought to you in part by First Place Auto Glass of Jamestown. Owner and glass tech Robert Leonard installs automotive glass and works with all major insurance companies. The Channel 98.9 sports stream thanks First Place Auto Glass for their support. Support for Wolfpack football coverage on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream is provided in part by Crotty Chevrolet, located at 45300 Route 6 at the Y in Columbus.
Welcome back, Wolfpack fans. Randolph once again up 14-0 with 1:25 left here in the first quarter and a big 68 touchdown run by Xavier Hine. Here's the kick from the kicker line. Drive, deep kick all the way down inside the 5-yard line. Brayton Hayes fields it, and it goes in the end zone. Luckily, that's a break there. That'll be a touchback as the ball touches the end zone there. And CSP will take over at its own 20-yard line here. But, Doc, we talked about in the pregame. They got to tackle, and they're not tackling right now.
Yeah, that's for sure. And, it's the same story as the second week. We have guys that have a chance to make a play on him, and we're just not bringing him down. And, he is kind of a short, stocky runner, built low to the ground, and he is tough to bring down. But, that is the secret to the game. And, we got a very, very good break there because we could have had the ball inside our own 5-yard line on that fumbled kick, but it did go into the end zone. It's 1st and 10 CSP from our own 20-yard line.
Tate's going to work under center here. He's going to send 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Looks like he's going to have Gabe Roth in the backfield. He's going to bring Burkanowski in motion across the formation. It's going to be that counter play to Roth up the middle, and he's going to be met right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe get a yard. He might actually lose a yard. Look at spot him right at the 20-yard line. No gain on the play.
Well, we have that wide open formation in an effort to spread Randolph out. So it's 5 offensive linemen on 5 defensive linemen, and we're just losing that battle every time.
Once again, they're going to spring Redlucky out to the right. He's going to join Bryce out there. It's going to be probably a bubble screen. They're going to fake the bubble screen, and they play it perfectly, but Tate and Bryce do a good job of getting over the defender, and they're only going to gain 1 yard on it, Doc. That's the one play. I wish they had that shot play behind it because they had room behind them. But the play only goes for 1 yard, and once again, CSP not doing much with the ball on offense.
Well, the difference in this game is that Randolph just has better athletes than the other teams we've played against. We run that bubble screen, and we can make that block or miss that, make that first tackle or miss. But, these guys are just better players, and we have to be just here we are, quad right again and see if we stare down that one left receiver.
Once again, Tate Kenny shotgun formation is going to bring Perkinowski back in the backfield with him. Twins right, twins left, Hinsdale on the far side there. Tate shotgun formation. Randolph with only 4 down linemen. They're putting 7 guys back in the secondary for coverage. Tate's going to look left. He's got time. He's going to be flushed outside the pocket. And he's going to be dragged down all the way back inside the 10-yard line right there. And that's going to be a big loss. And, Doc, they're only sending 4 guys out there, and they're getting pressure. It's not a good sign.
Well, they just pin back their ears and rush the passer. I mean, we've only rushed the ball, 3 times, 1 for any positive yardage at all. So, they got to figure that with us down 14-0, we're going to be, throwing the ball. So those guys just pin back their ears and rush the quarterback, and it's tough to block in that situation.
And that's going to be the last play of the first quarter right there. And once again, CSP down 14-0 to the regular season Class D champions, Randolph Cardinals. And we're going to send it to the station for these commercials.
Support for Wolfpack football coverage on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is provided in part by Corry Chevrolet, located at 45300 Route 6 at the Y in Columbus. Corry Chevrolet is proud to support the 2022 CSP Wolfpack. Play hard, believe in yourself and each other. Vehicles are available for viewing online at CorryChevy.com. Phone is 814-581-4094. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Corry Chevrolet for their support. Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is brought to you in part by Crouch's Garage, offering automotive service, New York State inspection, and used cars too. 2 East Main Street in Panama, 716-782-2110, or on Facebook. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Crouch's Garage for their support.
Dwayne Woods at Woods Auto Parts Napa in Sherman supports this broadcast of Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream. Woods.
Bryce Hinsdale back to punt with a great punt. It's going to go out of bounds right about the 50-yard line right there as CSP went into max protect there. Make sure they got that off right there. And that's going to be about looks like a 44-yard punt in the air right there, Doc. That was perfectly placed and good punt there by Bryce.
Yeah, terrific punt. No return. Ball bounces out of bounds, but still pretty decent field position. It's going to be 1st and 10 Randolph from their own 48-yard line. And, Hind rushed for 350 yards against us in week 2, and he's got to be over 100 yards in the first quarter alone. 68 yards on the 1 touchdown run, 14 yards on the other touchdown run, and a couple other runs in between. He's probably at 125 actually in the first quarter.
Yep, I would agree with that, Doc. Randolph once again kind of getting rid of that shotgun formation, going to the traditional eye right here. Xavier Hind, the deep back, spend out 2 receivers to the left. And it's going to be a give to Hind off left side, break to the middle, and he's going to have another 9 yards. And it's going to be another first down as he breaks tackles right there. And that's going to be an 11-yard pickup there for Hind. Doc, this is just ISO off the right side with the lead back, and they're just hammering the CSP defenders. And I think this is where you got to go. Where are my biggest guys on the defensive line? I want to put 2 of them in at defensive tackles, tell them to throw as many linemen as they can. We play that light front right now, and they're just getting hammered up front.
They are just getting beat at the point of attack. That is for sure. One-on-one blocking, and Randolph's very good at this. I said in week 2 that they were at a certain level and they couldn't get much better. Well, they were pretty good in week 2, and they're pretty good tonight.
Once again, Hind in the I formation. It's going to be a give to Hind off the left side right there. He's going to be met the line of scrimmage and gain 3 yards on it. Looks like Not sure who made the tackle on it. Might have been Drake DiDomenico or Gabe Roth right there, as a 3 or 4 yard carry there, as Randolph is down to about the 36-yard line of CSP, and Xavier Hind is once again proving to be a load. And Doc, he's not getting hit the line of scrimmage. He's not even getting contact till 3 or 4 yards down the field. I mean, they got to get somebody to fill a gap right there and try and knock him down. It's going to be 2nd and 7 here for Randolph. I formation once again. Hind deep back in the backfield. Conley under center. That's a false start right there by the fullback as he was getting ready to go, and that's going to be a 5-yard penalty right there for the Cardinals, and that'll bring up 2nd and 11 from the 41-yard line.
Well, it'll be 2nd and 11, but I bet they don't even change the play that they had called for 2nd and 6. So they're going to run the ball right, run the ball left, run the ball up the middle. And, Randolph's offensive line has certainly been imposing their will on the CSP defense.
Yes, Randolph is running the I formation. They're either running a lead off the right side with the fullback 44 leading it, Slade, or they run a little counter play back to it. It doesn't matter what they do. It's been successful right here. 2nd and 11 for Randolph at the 41 right here. It's going to be a give to Hind off the left side right there. He's going to trip at the 40-yard line right there, and he's only going to gain about 1 yard right there. I don't know if he would have got much more in it. There's a couple Wolfpack defenders right there, but a big break for CSP. That's going to bring up 3rd and 11 here at the 40, 3rd and 10 maybe. And CSP's got a chance to kind of get back in this ball game, Doc. Make 2 stops here and get the ball back in pretty good field position.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this is definitely 2-down territory, 3rd and 11. We want to credit the Randolph fullback, Slade, for that tackle because he was the one that tripped Hind up. He's tackling his own guy better than we've been tackling him.
3rd and 11 coming up here as Randolph's coming out of the formation right here. You might see one of those shot plays right here them from Doc. They like to try and get Huntington. He is their best receiver, and he's a mismatch down the field. I formation, Hind the deep back, Conley under it. It's going to be a give the Hind off the left side right there. He's going to be stretched out right there and pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. It looks like that is 15. Trent Perkinowski and Gabe Roth out there did a great job of stringing that play out. And that's going to be 4th and 10 here from the 39-yard line. And, Randolph might choose to punt this, Doc. They might say, you know what, you can't drive the field on it. Let's pin him back inside the 10-yard line and make you go 90 yards for a score. We'll see what they come out here to formation.
Well, I'm willing to bet they're going to go for it. We'll see. I mean, they've been really effective throughout the first plus quarter, and 4th and 10. Maybe they'll resort to their first pass on the night, but also running Hind to the far side of the field is pretty effective as well.
Yep. Randolph in the shotgun formation. Once again, it's going to be a give the Hind out there, and he's going to be, it looks like a blindside block right there on Roth, and he's going to be tackled at the 35-yard line. It's going to be no short of the first down, so it'll be a turnover on downs. And, Doc, that looks like a blindside block on Roth out there. And no penalty on the play, but it's going to be a turnover on downs, so CSP does get a big break right there.
Yeah, that was certainly looked unusual from our vantage point.
Too.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see a replay on that. Whether that was off to the side or in his back, I don't know. But he ended up on the ground, but at least was able to disrupt Hind on the rushing attempt, and we were able to stop him short of the first down. But we're going to have to find an offensive answer to Randolph's defense as well.
Yeah, Randolph right now is playing tight man-to-man coverage. They're jamming the receivers in line of scrimmage and basically saying, I was really surprised when they played, I can't remember which game it was, where they gave Bryce Hinsdale 10 yards every time. CSP's not getting it. They're going to have a trick formation right here. They're going to stay bunched at the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to send 3 receivers out to the right, Bryce Hinsdale to the left, Tate in the shotgun formation. 11 guys are Randolph right to formation. Tate, plenty of time, back to throw. He's going to find a man over the middle, and it's going to be caught for maybe a short gain right there. Looked like Trent Perkinowski with the catch out there. I'm sorry, that's Bryce Hinsdale. Only going to pick up 2. Doc, we're running short routes too right here. We're not beating our defenders.
Yeah, and I think part of that is that Randolph has started to get some pressure here in the last couple drives as well. Tate's getting a little bit of happy feet back there, which I would certainly have too. But, we got to give Coach Harper some credit for some ingenuity on formations here. It looks like something different on darn near every play.
Trips right formation, twins to the left. Tate back to throw. It's going to be a screen pass. Gets it out there to Barmore, open field, breaks the tackle at the 40. And dragged down right there. Looks like he's going to get out of there. And that's still going to be a nice little pickup, though, 5 yards on the play. And CSP is going to face a 3rd and 4, maybe 5 yards right here. And I really thought Barmore was going to break that tackle and get in the open field right there, but a great tackle by the corner over there. I think that was number 1 for Randolph, the senior Owen Nelson.
Yeah, it was. It was a great tackle, great play in the open field. And that's just what we need to do is get our skill guys in the open field, whether it's Barmore or Bryce or Burjanowski or Braden Hayes, and give them a chance to break that tackle. But the Randolph kid made a really nice play.
Twins right, twins left. Tate in the shotgun formation. Devin Johnson back to the block. They're going to send a blitz and Huntington out there. And Tate's going to be hitting the backfield and dropped all the way back at the 30-yard line right there. As Randolph sent a blitz, sent 7 guys. Jaden Huntington with the blitz and with the sack. And that's going to set up 4th and 14, Doc. You know, he's just got to get rid of that ball. He's hanging on to it. He's drifting back. And he's got to dump it off, especially on a 4th and 5. You dump it off and break a tackle, you might get a chance at a first down.
Well, and if you're going to drop back in that style of play, Huntington is such a beast, 6'7", 250. You're going to have to double team him, and we didn't, and we got beat, and he was able to get pressure on Tate, and you just got to double team that guy if you're going to expect to get 2.5 seconds for Tate to throw the ball.
Bryce Enzel back deep for the punt formation. Motion here by Carter Brink across the formation here. Coming to the near side right there. Snap's good. Bryce got it. No pressure. Plenty of time to kick. Nice punt. All the way back to the 20-yard line. It's going to drive him inside the 20. And it's going to be touched there at the 15 by the Randolph defender. Driven down at the 22. Great punt by Bryce Hensdale to flip field position. And that might be something CSP needs to try and get the ball back here. Score still 14-0 with 6:51 left in the second quarter as we send it back to the station for these commercials.
Wolfpack Football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is brought to you in part by Crouch's Garage, offering automotive service, New York State inspection, and used cars too. 2 East Main Street in Panama, 716-782-2110, or on Facebook. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Crouch's Garage for their support.
Dwayne Woods at Woods Auto Parts Napa in Sherman supports this broadcast of Wolfpack Football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream.
Welcome back, Wolfpack fans. As once again, it's going to give the hind off the left side. He's not going to have much room right there. Met right at the 25-yard line. Looks like Trent Burchanowski right there and Alex Barmore on the stop as Hind is met for no game. And Randolph, a little twist right here. Doc, there you go, no huddle. 2nd and 8 coming up at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, no huddle, run the ball. Huddle, run the ball. No huddle, run the ball.
Conley's going to hand off the left side right there. It's going to be give to number 3. He's going to be stuffed right there, but I think we have a face mask coming. That might be a 15-yard penalty on CSP. And that was number 4 there, or number 3, Maverick Adams on the carry for no gain. Would have been big, would have been 3rd and 9 coming up. And unless it's a holding penalty, we'll see what the call is.
Face mask.
Yeah, face mask on CSP. That's what I thought I saw coming in there. And that's going to be a 15-yard penalty and a first down. So Randolph's going to get a big break right there and get the ball up to the 45-yard line right there. And that's a shame, Doc, because it's 2 nice stops there by the CSP defense.
Yep, that's for sure. And it's a pretty foreboding observation that, when your most effective offensive player is your punter, it doesn't bode well for the future.
And I'm wrong on that. Apparently they're calling, I forgot they had that in high school, just a 5-yard face mask right there. And that's going to be 2nd and 3 for Randolph. It's going to be a sweep to Hind across the left side.
And there's a hold there.
That's going to be a hold. That's going to send it back 10 yards. That's got to be a hold. Yeah. So they actually stopped Hind right about the first down mark. I think he has if the play holds. And it looks like it's going to be a holding penalty. And that's all the way back at the 28-yard line. So that'll be a big penalty. I'll be driving back almost 12, 13 yards right there. And that's going to set up a 2nd and long here for the Randolph offense. And, a couple nice plays there by CSP as, the 5 yards is what really got them some yardage there by Randolph. Now penalty on it. And Randolph's going to face a 2nd, and we'll call it a 14 back at the 19-yard line right here as Conley is going to be in the huddle right here and brings him out.
Well, CSP has played much better here in the second quarter, pretty much played them evenly. Coach Payne has made some adjustments defensively and has stymied Randolph a little bit.
It's going to be a fake off the Hind out there. He's going to throw it deep out there. He's got a man open at the 40-yard line. It's going to be caught at the 38-yard line. And looks like the senior Jaden Huntington with defense by Braden Hayes. And that's going to pick up about 25 yards and be a first down out to the 38-yard line. Great catch by Huntington.
It was. It was a great catch and it was a great throw as well. Maybe that's going to be, if Randolph hangs on here tonight and as they advance through the state playoffs, their ability to throw the ball a little bit is certainly a great complement to their rushing attack.
Yeah, there's going to be a give to Maverick Adams off the left side. He's going to break a couple tackles out to about the 46-yard line. Going to gain 7 yards. And, Doc, one adjustment that the CSP defense has made and something I called for, 3 down linemen with the 2 defensive ends right now. And they're basically telling them to shoot gaps on and try and hit the guy in the backfield. And Randolph, once again, going no huddle right here. 2nd and 4 coming up at the their own 46-yard line right here. Conley's going to hand it off to...
there we go.
And hit the backfield right there by number. And we got another penalty here. I don't know if that's got to be a holding penalty.
Oh, jeez.
Maybe a face mask. Is
yeah,
it? They tackled him low. Holding once again.
Boy, I didn't see that one.
You know, and I think what's happening, Doc, is we're trying to shoot gaps on it, and they're just grabbing our guys right there as they're trying to blitz through it. And that's got to be the fourth holding penalty on Randolph, and that's going to take them back inside the 40-yard line right there. As a nice play by the CSP defense right there, too.
Yeah, for sure. I give Coach Payne a lot of credit. You know, he's made some adjustments defensively here in the second quarter, and we've been able to stymie Randolph on a couple plays and certainly been able to draw some penalties as well. So, keep our fingers crossed.
They put Tate Newman in there. They put John Watson over the center, and they got number 51 in there, Jaden Malecki, too. And they got no safety on the field. Braden Hayes is off for an extra defensive lineman. They're going to string it out right here. And that's going to be a great job of Trent Birkenowski out there stringing the play. Now, Hine made a good play to still get 2 yards, but Birkenowski took on 2 blocks and kept that play from being a big gain. Big down here for CSP.
Xander Hine on the carry.
You know, Doc, I like that change right there. It's a big risk going no safety in the passing game. But if you're getting beat on the ground, you got to do something right
Absolutely.
there.
I mean, we had no answer for Randolph in the first quarter. Hind had over 100 yards rushing the ball. You certainly you just have to sell out to stop the rush. And, not having that safety back there gives you another guy in the box, and it's worked well for CSP here in the second quarter.
Conley's going to work out a shotgun formation. It's going to be a fake to Hind over there. He's going to look down the field. He's got double coverage back there. And he's got Brink out there. It's going to be picked off out at the 31-yard line right there. And great coverage right there as looks like Carter Brink and looks like Trent Birkenowski have the coverage right there. And, it's like a punt for Randolph, so they probably don't mind it. But, good coverage down there and interception as there's a one-man route, and CSP was ready for it.
Hey, Carter Brink made a nice play on the ball, and, as soon as we're talking about having no safety, we had 4 guys that were close to defending Huntington there, which is a good guy to, put an extra person on. But Carter Brink made a really nice play on the ball. Kind of looked to me like he might have got away with a little push there, created a little separation between he and Huntington. But, Carter made a great play on the ball, and 4:26 to go here in the second quarter. CSP has looked much better here in the second quarter than the first.
Tate's going to work under center right here. He's going to have Roth and Birchanowski in the backfield with him, twins right formation. Randolph with 5 down linemen right here. It's going to be a give off the right side and met at the line of scrimmage, and no gain on the play as Trent is met back there, and Randolph blew that play up right there. Doc, how tight Randolph's playing this and guys up front, we got to throw deep, and they got to take some shots on it, but they're not running the routes down there to get the deep shots. Bryce Hinsdale on a hook and go or something, I think would be open.
Well, and if we're going to do that, I think that we're going to have to roll Tate out, because dropping back to have the time, and there he goes. He's rolling to his right.
Nobody open down the field. He's going to break a tackle. He's going to be met all the way back to the 25 for a 5-yard loss right there. And I think Harper's yelling at him to throw that ball to Bryce Hinsdale down the right sideline. And Tate didn't pull the trigger on it. And another 3rd and long coming up for the CSP offense.
Yeah, pretty tough to throw the ball when you don't have much time. Now, they did roll him out to the right, and I think that initially, maybe that's what Coach Harper was trying to tell him, is to throw the ball right from the get-go. But, he just does not have that extra count to throw the ball like he has against the other teams.
4 receivers to the right. Tate and shotgun. Plenty of time looking across the field. It's going to get to Hinsdale, but it's going to be short of the first down marker. Only pick up 6 yards up to about the 30-yard line right there. As great coverage by Randolph. And looks like Randolph's going to take a timeout right here and try and conserve some time. 3:04 left here in the second quarter. And the clock is not stopping as coaches might want to get a hang on that, as it should be at 3:04. They did. And we're going to take a quick commercial break.
Wolfpack Football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is provided in part by J. Edwards Insurance, with offices at 9 East Main Street in Panama and 800 West 3rd Street in Jamestown. J. Edwards Insurance is always available for a review of your home, auto, and business insurance. We treat you like family. Best of luck to the Wolfpack this season from J. Edwards Insurance, serving New York and Pennsylvania since 1957. Wolfpack Football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is provided in part by Olson's Auto Repair in Sherman, offering all your automotive needs, including 4-wheel alignment, New York State inspection, 716-761-6571, The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Olson's Repair for their support.
Support for CSP Wolfpack Football on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream is provided in part by Sherman Livestock at 4150 Sherman Mayville Road. Auctions are every Tuesday and Thursday. More info is available at 716-499-1362 and on Facebook.
Bryce back to punt, and there's going to be a formation penalty here. Another great punt by Bryce Hinsdale down to the 30-yard line. Takes a CSP bounce inside the 25 and down at the 22. And I think we'd have somebody lined up on the line of scrimmage there as the flag came up right away.
Yeah, I agree, but I tell you, that kid can punt the football, can't he?
He can, absolutely. He's been a couple big boots today. And we'll wait for the call here. And the officials are talking about it. We'll see what the call is going to be. Everybody's coming back, so I imagine we're going to repunt this football.
Well, I guess you're taking the chance that he's not going to hit a better one than he just hit, I guess. It's probably a pretty good roll of the dice.
Yeah, at the high school level especially, too, as, they don't usually consistently hit 40-yard punts, but Bryce has done it a couple times tonight.
Well, and you got that snap issue also. As we found out against Wilson last week, as Wilson center snapped the ball over the punter's head and, kind of gave us a gift touchdown. Don't mean to jinx our center, but it is kind of a high-risk, high-reward play at the high school level.
And that's going to bring up 4th and 15 back at the 26-yard line right there as 3:01 left here in the second quarter. CSP trailing Randolph 14-0. Once again, Bryce Hinsdale is going to go back to punt. He's going to be standing about his own 13, 14-yard line. Snap's going to come from the 26-yard line, and Gabe Roth on the snap. Once again, Carter Brink going to come in motion across the formation. Waiting for the signal. Up man gives it. Good snap back to Bryce. Plenty of time, no pressure. Line drive boot down to about the 35-yard line. Going to be field on the run right there by Slade, and he's going to break a couple tackles and get that up to the 49-yard right there. So, Doc, that is a 25-yard penalty, as it would have been inside the 25-yard line. And with this change of possession, we're going to send it to the station for these commercials.
Support for coverage of Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is provided in part by Triple E Manufacturing and Design. Triple E Manufacturing and Design offers equine products, promotional items, embroidery, and printing services. Located at 117 Osborne Street in Sherman and at tripleemfg.com. Phone 800-295-4282.
Randolph once again I formation. We give to Hind off the left side right there. And great tackle by Carter Brink right there as he just put his head down. It's going to stop him for about a 7-yard gain right there. But, Doc, once again, he's not getting hit until 5-6 yards down the field.
Yeah, we have got to keep him out of the end zone here. Going down 3 scores to these guys at halftime would be a huge mountain for us to climb. So we're going to have to up the defensive tempo here and get them stopped here before the halftime.
Conley once again under center, and Hind hit in the backfield. Looks like on a blitz there. I think that was John Watson. Couldn't bring him down. He's going to pick up 12 yards and a first down to the 35-yard line. 2:21 left here in the second quarter. Randolph 2 timeouts. Clock is stopped on the first down marker. Travis Owen comes in. Tate Newman's going to go off. And Anthony Capel's going to have to race off the field right here, and he's going to sprint. I think he'll get him off in time because Conley's got to go back. 2:10 left, second quarter. Clock is ticking. Hind, deep putt guy in the I formation. It's going to be a fake to Hind out there. They're going to look down the field. Nobody down there. He's going to pressure on him, and he's going to be sacked back at the 39-yard line by Tate Newman. As great coverage down there in Huntington, and the other receiver looked like it was number 1. And Randolph is going to take their second timeout, as that's going to be 2nd and 17 here coming up. And we're going to take another commercial break.
Support for Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is provided in part by UTAG's Body Shop in Corry, offering collision repair and refinishing along with frame straightening services. 699 East Smith Street in Corry or at utagsbodyshop.com. Phone 814-663-2562. Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks UTAG's Body Shop for their support.
Coverage of Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is provided in part by Whiteland Surveying in Clymer, providing land surveys for Chautauqua and Cattaraugus counties in New York and Erie, Warren, and Crawford counties in Pennsylvania. Phone 716-499-8410. Find them online at mwhitepls.com. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Whiteland Surveying for their support.
Welcome back, Wolfpack fans. We have 1:57 left here in the second quarter. CSP trailing 14-0 to the regular season Randolph Cardinals. Cardinals are facing a 2nd and 16 from the CSP 39-yard line right here. As Conley's going to work out the shotgun formation. He's going to fake it. It's going to be a fumble snap right there. He's going to fall back on the 36-yard line. That's going to be a 7-yard loss right there as there's some miscommunication on the play. Conley ran into his own man, and CSP with a great chance to get off the field here without giving up any points.
Yeah, Slade tackled Hind once, and he tackled Conley once, so he's been one of our better defenders here in the first half. But it's going to be 3rd and, 20 yards.
Conley shotguns you back there. He's got pressure by Bormer right here. He's going to step up. He's going to throw. He's got a man open right there. It's going to be caught by Huntington right at the first down marker. And he's going to have enough for the first down all the way down to the 24-yard line. Nobody was anywhere near Huntington as a busted coverage came out there. And a big conversion on 3rd and 22 for Randolph. And CSP's got to stiffen up here.
Well, I'll tell you, I got to give Randolph a little bit of credit. They throw the ball 30 times in the entire season in the previous 8 games, and they've actually thrown the ball quite effectively here in the first half.
Once again, CSP without a safety on the field. Conley and shotgun's going to fake it. He's going to look right. He's got pressure on him by Conley right there. It's going to be there early. Yep. That wasn't going to be caught anyway, Doc, but Burchanowski misplayed the ball right there trying to stop Huntington. You know, Doc, you know what's happening right now is we took our corners off the field, or put them back there as Brink and Hinsdale are playing more deep, and Trent is actually playing corner right now. And those backers are not used to being out in space like that and covering receivers, and it's starting to cost us a little bit right here.
Well, I think Trent was trying to make a play on that ball, maybe trying to get a pick 6 out of it, but, a little bit of lack of experience defending in space. Plus, again, the Huntington kid is a huge target out there, so kind of a costly penalty with 1:08 to go here in the second quarter. And I understand we got a new sponsor, John Wiggers and Son in North Clymer, added to an impressive list of sponsors that we already have.
Yep, and that's going to set up that big penalty right there because, Doc, that's going to be a 10-yard penalty, stops the clock and gives them 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. 1 minute, 8 seconds left here in the second quarter. Randolph, shotgun formation, Conley with Slade back there. Conley back to throwing. He's got a man deep in the end zone right there. It's going to be incomplete as he overshoots the receiver out there. And even if he would have caught that, I think he would have been out of bounds right there. As Randolph has kind of opened up the passing tack right here. Kind of surprising with only being 10 yards from the end zone and having a premier back like Hind back there.
Well, I'm not sure how many timeouts they have left, but I
think they're down to. I don't think they have any left.
Well, and that's a good reason to throw the ball because if it's incomplete, it stops the clock. So, and if he catches it, it's a touchdown. So probably pretty good offensive design.
Hind's going to go split out to the left, trips right. Conley in the shotgun. He's going to have Slade back there for his blocker. CSP looks like he's sending pressure. Conley back to throw. Barnes puts pressure on him. He's got a man open right there. It's going to be Huntington. He's going to catch him. He's going to be short of the goal line right there. Right at the 1-yard line right there. Oh, that's a terrible call by the official. He said he went out of bounds.
No, he was. I think
horrible call by the official.
I don't know. He was winding the clock.
It's not going.
Yeah.
It's clear.
He was winding the clock. That's okay.
Now it's going on. That's a mistake by somebody right there. I don't know if it's officials, the play keeper here. 1st and goal from the 1-yard line right here. Hind in the backfield. CSP's going to send a blitz. Hind's going to walk in the backfield. Nobody touches him.
Yeah.
And that's going to put them up 20-0 right there. And that's going to be unfortunate right there. I think CSP got a really bad break right there, but that's just how it goes. And Randolph is up 20-0. They didn't want to give up a score right there. They shouldn't give up 25 yards on 3rd and 22.
Well, and the pass interference penalty was huge as well. That was a play that was not going to be completed, and it's just tough. We're down 3 scores. We got 39 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Randolph's extra point is good.
As Hind's going to take it off the right side for 2. And CSP defense looks a little worn out right there. 22-0. Randolph is up. 39 seconds left here in the second quarter. As we'll have the kickoff here, and Coach Harper's going to have to do some game adjustments here, both on defense and offense. Doc, this is worst case scenario right here. Down 3 scores in the first half. Your defense doesn't look good. Your offense doesn't look good. So these kids are going to have to, buckle up here in the second half and see if they can do something.
Yeah, for sure. Randolph has certainly dominated play. The pass interference penalty was huge on that drive. It was a field position issue, a down and distance issue, stop the clock issue when they were already out of timeouts. So, that was a big play on that drive. CSP played better in the second quarter, but that certainly was a dagger touchdown.
Absolutely. Randolph looking to kick from their own 40-yard line right here. And we'll see if CSP can get a big return and maybe get a chance to at least get in field goal position right here for get some points before half with only 40 seconds left. And I believe they have all 3 timeouts right here. And knowing Coach Harper, I'm going to guess he's going to try and get something going here, as the if you get anything, it'll at least help.
Yeah, a little trickeration or something might be in order with 39 seconds to go.
Line drive to Brent down at the 10-yard line. He's got some room in the open field, across the 30, across the 40. Finally knocked out the 45-yard line right there.
Good
and
field.
CSP is going to have great field position, and they're going to definitely go for points here.
Yeah, absolutely. 34 seconds to go here in the second quarter, and I do believe we have all our timeouts left. So with the way that we throw the ball, there's no reason that we shouldn't be, trying to get a score here before the end of the first half.
Okay, and CSP is going to be in the huddle right here as we're going to have 1st and 10 here for CSP at their own 45-yard line right here. And we are watching Bryce Harper in warm-ups, and he's good from 35 to 40 yards right there. So if they can get the ball down to even the 20-yard line, they'll at least have a chance at 3. I know Coach Harper would love a touchdown and go into half and get some of this momentum back right here. Tate's going to work out the shotgun formation, twins right, twins left right here. Going to bring Gabe Roth across formation to the far side right here. It's going to be snap, back, pressure coming on. Tate back to throw. He's got a man open. It's going to be caught by Braden Hayes across the 45. Dragged down at the 41-yard line right there. And Coach Harper's going to immediately take a timeout, as that's going to be about a 15-yard pickup right there by Tate to Braden Hayes. And Doc, they kind of a little deeper route on it, and a nice throw by Tate.
Exactly. We got the receiver behind those linebackers, and that's going to be a secret here. But we get another 10 or 15 yards, we're going to be in field goal range, and I would take 3 points here going into halftime.
Absolutely. And CSP does have 2 timeouts remaining here. 27 seconds left here in the second quarter, as we'll keep it here as the CSP offense is back on the field. Doc, this game's, it's going to be a tall task in the second half, but if they can just get a couple breaks, what they're going to need in the second half to get really back into this is a turnover, and a big turnover that gets them good field position with a quick score. Those things happen. To punch a ball out or, a bad exchange and a handoff, and you put it in the end zone, you got a chance here, but they're going to need to come up with some big plays in the second half, and there's some big plays right here. Tate's going to work under center right here. He's going to have twins to the right, 2 backs in the backfield right here. And it's going to be a give. It's going to be a reverse. It's going to be a flea flicker. He's got a man open down the field. He's going to throw it. It's going to be underthrown, and it's going to be...
Oh, that's a flag!
Now, unfortunately, it's only a 15-yard penalty in high school, but that will put it down to the 25-yard line, and that will be stop the clock, too, with 19 seconds left. And Doc, I'll tell you what, Tate's got a good arm. I don't know if he had the arm to get it 50 yards down the field. That play took a while to develop, and there'll be pass interference on the Randolph defense.
Well, a little bit of trickeration was in order there, as well. We've got the hook and ladder play that we've seen with Barmore and Hinsdale from years past that has worked, but that worked really well as to boot, and the ball was underthrown, and that's what created the interference. It was fairly well covered by the Randolph kid, but when the ball was underthrown, the Randolph defender went through our receiver, and it was a pretty easy call for the official. And we're getting close to Bryce Hinsdale field goal range.
I would say they're in range. I don't know if you would how comfortable, but they're definitely in it. 2 timeouts left, 19 seconds. And I apologize for calling Coach Bryce Harper, as the World Series is happening. And take cat knee, shotgun formation, twins left, back to throw. Pressure's got time, looks across the middle of the field.
He's open.
He's got an open man down there. Oh, just slightly overthrown in the end zone, looking for the senior Braden Hayes. He was open in the end zone, and Tate just put a little bit too much on it, and that would have been a big touchdown here for CSP. 13.5 seconds left here in the second quarter. CSP trying to get a score in here before half. Great protection on that, Doc. Randolph sent 5, and they kept him clean and plenty of time to throw.
Well, and again, that was a little deeper route, so we had a chance to complete that play, and it was just maybe a matter of 3-4 inches type of thing, but maybe that'll be a secret for the second half, but I certainly would like to get a score of some sort here with 13 and a half seconds to go here in the second quarter.
I think CSP has 2 timeouts left right here. Tate's going to work out the shotgun formation. He's going to have 2 receivers to the left, 1 off to the right. Tate, shotgun snap, looking to throw, back to throw, plenty of time looking. He's going to go across middle field. It's going to be incomplete as he was looking for Alex Barmore over at about the 15-yard line right there. And great coverage by the Randolph defense. 3rd and 10 coming up, 8.3 seconds left. You got to tell your team right here, too, is if you catch the ball, you got to get down immediately so we can call timeout here and get the field goal unit out there. As this is going to be a little close as far as timing. Make sure the officials are on top of that.
Well, in high school, I mean, once he catches the ball, if he goes down with one knee, then we can call timeout immediately, either a player on the field or the coach from the sideline. So, that should be a doable deal. 8 seconds is, not all that long, so he can't be doing much pussyfooting around back there.
Trent's going to leave the game. Devin Johnson coming in the block. Tate, shotgun formation. Twins right, twins left. He's going to back to throw looking. He's going to go right over there. It's going to be incomplete down at about the 15-yard line looking for Braden Hayes. And that's going to be 3 seconds left from the 26-yard line. And I got and Bryce Hinsdale saying, let me kick it. We're going to see what Coach Harper does. Looks like he's electing to keep the offense out there. I think I'd go for the field goal. And they're going to use the timeout and talk it over. And, with this commercial here right for half, we're going to take a commercial ourselves.
The Corry Federal Credit Union is the platinum sponsor of CSP Wolfpack Football play-by-play coverage on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream. The Corry Federal Credit Union would like to wish the Wolfpack the best of luck this season. The Corry Federal Credit Union has been serving the community since 1958. They offer a wide range of financial and banking services for you and your business. The Corry Federal Credit Union is located at 728 Worth Street in Corry, 56 North Main Street in Union City, 315 Main Street in Spartanburg, and online at corryfcu.org. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks the Corry Federal Credit Union, a not-for-profit organization, for their support of CSP Wolfpack Football play-by-play.
And looks like they are going to attempt a field goal right here, Doc, as this looks like this will be about a, we'll call it a 43-yard field goal from the left-footed Bryce Hinsdale.
I agree with this because the chances of us scoring from 30 yards out is probably pretty slim. And, if Bryce gets a big foot into it, the way he's kicking tonight, maybe there's an extra 5 yards. Well, there's a timeout.
I thought Randolph was out, but must be had one more in their pocket. They're going to try and ice the kicker here, something you don't see at the high school level right there. And we're going to send it to the break for one more commercial.
Wolfpack Football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is provided in part by Necker's Company General Store, providing Clymer with groceries, apparel, gift items, and so much more for over 100 years. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Necker's Company General Store for their support. Lictus Oil and Propane in Clymer is a major sponsor of this Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream broadcast. Family-owned, Lictus Oil and Propane continues to supply liquids and fluids for agriculture, industry, and homeowners. Heating oil and propane services and off-and-on diesel fuel services are also offered. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Lictus Oil and Propane for their continued support.
Welcome back, Wolfpack fans, as Bryce Hinsdale is going to line up for a 43-yard field goal here with 3.7 seconds left here in the first half. Gabe Roth on the snap. Slow snap, bad snap to and it's going to be blocked, as that had no chance on it, as I think that's a live ball technically. I think it's going to be, it might be they touched it, is it? Is that a touchdown?
On CSP. That's what the two officials said.
Is it because it didn't go past the line of scrimmage?
I don't know. It was a bad snap or a bad hold, and the kick was blocked immediately, so it's very possible.
The officials have to talk about this because I think because CSP didn't touch it, if they didn't advance it and they didn't touch it, I don't think it counts, but I'm not sure if a Randolph defender touched the ball. So we're going to have to see on it. We're going to wait for the official's call right here.
I don't know.
Well, Doc, that would be the break of the year for it. The only way it would be a touchdown is if a Randolph defender picked the ball up. Because if they do, then it's a live ball. I did not see them pick the ball up.
Yeah, they're pretty convinced that that's a score. They're lining up for an untimed
down.
down.
What a break here for CSP. Blocked field goal. Must have been touched by a Randolph defender. It's the only explanation I can think of. Because it's that Leon Lett play. If you remember, he went down and touched the ball.
A different level of competition there.
Yeah, but it's going to be another chance on the extra point here. High snap here. Bryce Hinsdale gets a kick up. This kick is
good. That would have been good from 43.
It would have been, and that's going to be with no time left in the first half right there. CSP is going to come in 22-7, and I would love to hear the explanation on that at halftime to see what gives them as a touchdown. CSP with what might be a season-saving break there. Extra field goal was blocked by Bryce Hinsdale trying to get a 43-yard field goal. Ran in by, I think it's Alex Barmore from about 35 yards out, and that's going to bring the score 22-7 with no time left in the second quarter. And we're going to send it to a halftime break on it, but really quick before that, Doc, I mean, let's talk about that first half right there. Let's talk about that last play. I don't know what happened on it. We'll get a ruling here at halftime and let the viewers know what happened there, but that probably the 2 touchdowns, that might change the game right there.
Yeah, if the Randolph coaching staff was upset about it, they would be chewing the officials out, because the officiating team is walking right in front of the Randolph bench as we speak, and not a one of them is talking to them. And matter of fact, I think it's a CSP guy that's talking to them. But 2 of the officials immediately had the call that it was a touchdown. They're still thinking about it. It's news to me, man. But
it was a muddle of people right there. Nobody knew what was going on, really.
Didn't realize it was still live. Dropped the ball.
Yep, that's what it is. A Randolph defender picked the ball up while it was there. It's a live ball. He's trying to give it to the official. Alex Barmore, being heads-up play, went and grabbed the football, ran in for a touchdown right there. The rule on that is if you block the field goal on it, and you don't touch the football, it's a dead ball right there. The kicking team cannot advance the football because basically the defending team has to pick it up. Once they pick it up, that's a live ball again, and essentially Barmore took it out of his hands. That is a fumble. He can advance that running for a touchdown right there.
Nice, got me.
Hey, we'll take it.
I learned something tonight, but I would love to see a replay on that, because what a great heads-up play. Gets us back. We talked about a turnover. Well, I guess that was a turnover.
The second quarter right there. Real quick before we send it to halftime to thank our sponsors, but Doc, if they want to come back and win this game, they got to tackle Xavier Hine. It's pretty simple. You got to stop him, and they got to score some points on offense. They haven't looked good on offense today.
Well, we have a big mountain to climb on both sides of the ball. The offense really has not moved the ball. That was a gift touchdown. And defensively, we have not been able to stop them well, although we played a little better in the second quarter than we did in the first. But, down 2 touchdowns, you still have a chance. And we have a big play offense, and we got our receivers a little bit deeper than we did in the first quarter, and that's going to give us a chance. But you never know. That's why they play the game.
All right, and we're going to send it to a halftime break, and we'll be back for the third quarter and second half action.
Thanks for listening to this broadcast of CSP Wolfpack football coverage on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream at channel989.org. This broadcast is brought to you by Lictus Oil and Propane, Crouch's Garage, First Place Auto Glass, and Mike's Machine, U-Tags Body Shop, Arlene's Dutch Kitchen Restaurant, J. Edwards Insurance, Necker's Company General Store, Crotty Chevrolet and Buick, Woods Auto Parts Napa and Woods Power Sports, Olson's Auto Repair, Countertop Solutions, White Land Surveying, Bush Septic, Triple E Manufacturing and Design, Sherman Livestock, and the Corry Federal Credit Union. Stay tuned. The Corry Federal Credit Union halftime show is coming up shortly.
Coverage of Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream is provided in part by Arlene's Dutch Kitchen. At 104 East Main Street in Sherman, Arlene's offers breakfast, lunch, dinner, and Amish-style baked goods. Phone 716-234-4002. Find them on Facebook. The Channel 98.9 sports stream thanks Arlene's Dutch Kitchen for their support.
Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream is provided in part by Countertop Solutions, a proud supporter of Wolfpack Athletics. Countertop Solutions wishes the Wolfpack luck in their pursuit of excellence on the field.
The Corry Federal Credit Union is the platinum sponsor of CSP Wolfpack football play-by-play coverage on the Channel 98.9 sports stream. The Corry Federal Credit Union would like to wish the Wolfpack the best of luck this season. The Corry Federal Credit Union has been serving the community since 1958. They offer a wide range of financial and banking services for you and your business. The Corry Federal Credit Union is located at 728 Worth Street in Corry, 56 North Main Street in Union City, 315 Main Street in Spartanburg, and online at corryfcu.org. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks the Corry Federal Credit Union, a not-for-profit organization, for their support of CSP Wolfpack Football play-by-play.
Coverage of Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream is provided in part by Arlene's Dutch Kitchen. At 104 East Main Street in Sherman, Arlene's offers breakfast, lunch, dinner, and Amish-style baked goods. Phone 716-234-4002. Find them on Facebook. The Channel 98.9 sports stream thanks Arlene's Dutch Kitchen for their support.
Unexpected reactions to smart financial decisions brought to you by feedthepig.org.
Well, I finally did it. I improved my credit score.
You're kidding, right?
No.
How are we supposed to be the bad boys of electro-synth pop if you're out there being responsible? The band is about to be discovered. This is our year.
Yeah, you've been saying that for a while now.
You think anyone in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame was worried about their credit score?
I never really thought that
Of course they weren't. Rock stars aren't supposed to think about that kind of stuff. We're supposed to think about how many guitars we've smashed, write aggressively sensitive power ballads, start questionable fashion trends, tragically break up and blame creative differences.
All right, I thought maybe it was time to take control of my finances, you know? Start using a budget, get out of debt, set some goals.
A budget? Debt? Set some goals? Listen, I knew that we'd have our creative differences, but I was hoping they'd involve a little more scandal.
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
Support for Wolfpack football coverage on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream is provided in part by Corry Chevrolet, located at 45300 Route 6 at the Y in Columbus. Corry Chevrolet is proud to support the 2022 CSP Wolfpack. Play hard, believe in yourself and each other. Vehicles are available for viewing online at CorryChevy.com. Phone is 814-581-4094. The Channel 98.9 sports stream thanks Corry Chevrolet for their support.
Support for CSP Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 sports stream is provided in part by Sherman Livestock at 4150 Sherman Mayville Road. Auctions are every Tuesday and Thursday. More info is available at 716-499-1362 and on Facebook.
Support for coverage of Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream is provided in part by Triple E Manufacturing and Design. Triple E Manufacturing and Design offers equine products, promotional items, embroidery, and printing services. Located at 117 Osborne Street in Sherman and at tripleemfg.com. Phone 800-295-4282. The Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream thanks Triple E Manufacturing and Design for their support.
Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream is brought to you in part by Crouch's Garage, offering automotive service, New York State inspection, and used cars too. 2 East Main Street in Panama, 716-782-2110, or on Facebook. The Channel 98.9 sports stream thanks Crouch's Garage for their support.
Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream is provided in part by Necker's Company General Store, providing Clymer with groceries, apparel, gift items, and so much more for over 100 years. The Channel 98.9 sports stream thanks Necker's Company General Store for their support. Thanks for listening to this broadcast of CSP Wolfpack football coverage on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream at channel989.org. This broadcast is brought to you by Lictus Oil and Propane, Crouch's Garage, First Place Auto Glass, and Mike's Machine, U-Tag's Body Shop, Arlene's Dutch Kitchen Restaurant, J. Edwards Insurance, Necker's Company General Store, Corry Chevrolet and Buick, Woods Auto Parts Napa and Woods Power Sports, Olson's Auto Repair, Countertop Solutions, Whiteland Surveying, Bush Septic, Triple E Manufacturing and Design, Sherman Livestock, and the Corry Federal Credit Union. Stay tuned. The Corry Federal Credit Union halftime show is coming up shortly.
Dwayne Woods at Woods Auto Parts Napa in Sherman supports this broadcast of Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream. Woods offers Napa auto parts for almost anything, including small engines. The Channel 98.9 sports stream thanks Woods Auto Parts Napa for their support.
Wolfpack Football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream is provided in part by Olson's Auto Repair in Sherman, offering all your automotive needs, including four-wheel alignment, New York State inspection. 716-761-6571. The Channel 98.9 sports stream thanks Olson's Repair for their support.
Lictus Oil and Propane and Clymer is a major sponsor of this Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream broadcast. Family-owned Lictus Oil and Propane continues to supply liquids and fluids for agriculture, industry, and homeowners. Heating, oil, and propane services and off-and-on diesel fuel services are also offered. The Channel 98.9 sports stream thanks Lictus Oil and Propane for their continued support.
You wanted to see me?
Yes, please, have a seat. So here's the thing. When this company brought you on, we took a chance on you. You didn't have that 4-year college degree we typically look for.
Right.
But we gave you a shot anyway. And since then, you've worked incredibly hard and given it your all.
Thanks.
You've been an important asset to the team, but I don't think you can be an intern here anymore. We want to hire you.
You're serious?
Absolutely.
Find your next great employee. Introduce yourself to the Grads of Life. Who are they? Talent worth knowing about. Young adults of unique determination and experience. An ideal fit for your company in an entry-level position, internship, or even mentorship. They might not have every qualification you typically look for, but they're exactly who your company needs.
I won't let you down.
I know.
Don't miss out on a resource many innovative companies have already discovered. Go to gradsoflife.org to learn how to find, cultivate, and train this great pool of untapped talent. Brought to you by the Ad Council and gradsoflife.org.
Coverage of Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream is provided in part by White Land Surveying in Clymer, providing land surveys for Chautauqua and Cattaraugus counties in New York and Erie, Warren, and Crawford counties in Pennsylvania. Phone 716-499-8410. Find them online at mwhitepls.com. The Channel 98.9 sports stream thanks White Land Surveying for their support.
Wolfpack Football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream is brought to you in part by First Place Auto Glass of Jamestown. Owner and glass tech Robert Leonard installs automotive glass and works with all major insurance companies. The Channel 98.9 sports stream thanks First Place Auto Glass for their support.
Support for Wolfpack Football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream is provided in part by UTAG's Body Shop in Corry, offering collision repair and refinishing along with frame straightening services. 699 East Smith Street in Corry or at utagsbodyshop.com. Phone 814-663-2562. Channel 98.9 sports stream thanks UTAG's Body Shop for their support.
Wolfpack Football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream is provided in part by J. Edwards Insurance, with offices at 9 East Main Street in Panama and 800 West 3rd Street in Jamestown. J. Edwards Insurance is always available for a review of your home, auto, and business insurance. We treat you like family. Best of luck to the Wolfpack this season from J. Edwards Insurance, serving New York and Pennsylvania since 1957.
Thanks for listening to this broadcast of CSP Wolfpack football coverage on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream at channel989.org. This broadcast is brought to you by Lictus Oil and Propane, Crouch's Garage, First Place Auto Glass, and Mike's Machine, UTAG's Body Shop, Arlene's Dutch Kitchen Restaurant, J. Edwards Insurance, Necker's Company General Store, Crotty Chevrolet and Buick, Woods Auto Parts Napa and Woods Power Sports, Olson's Auto Repair, Countertop Solutions, White Land Surveying, Bush Septic, Triple E Manufacturing and Design, Sherman Livestock, and the Corry Federal Credit Union. And now it's time for the Corry Federal Credit Union Halftime Show on the Channel 98.9 sports stream at channel989.org. Wolfpack Football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream is provided in part by John Wiggers & Son, offering a wide variety of products for farming, landscaping, snow removal, beekeeping, and maple syrup products. Located at 7700 Route 474 North Clymer. The Channel 98.9 sports stream thanks John Wiggers & Son for their support.
Welcome back Wolfpack fans, as the halftime is winding down here in Randolph, New York. Once again, my name is Andy Bemis. I'm joined in the booth today by Dr. Brent Deuink. And Doc, end of that first half, I'd say a gift of a touchdown right there. As a bad snap, bad hold, bad kick. Randolph, defender just picked up the ball and stood there, and Alex Barmore picks it up and runs it in for a touchdown.
Wow, I have never seen anything like that in my life. I certainly didn't know the correct interpretation of the rule, that's for sure. And I'm not sure the officials did either. They got together and confirmed the call that two of them made, but it couldn't have been any better ending to the first half for CSP. I mean, talk about us getting a turnover here in the second half to turn momentum. It's 22-7 right now, and we got a shot at it, but Randolph played very, very well in the first half, and other than that one play, they pretty much dominated the Wolfpack.
Yeah, Doc, and Randolph's defense is playing physical. They're pressing the line of scrimmage, and CSP has not been able to respond to that. With the explosive passing offense we have, you'd hope to find some shots down the field, and those pass lanes are just been clogged up as the Cardinals secondary is just clinging to those defenders. Legally, I'm not saying they're holding on them, but they're playing great tight coverage. And CSP is going to have to do something to figure that out in the second half to try and get back in this ball game and pull out a upset here, as they are trailing by 2 touchdowns right here. And Randolph is finishing up their halftime stretches. And with that, we're going to thank a couple of our sponsors, and we'll have the start of the second half.
The Corry Federal Credit Union is the platinum sponsor of CSP Wolfpack Football play-by-play coverage on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream. The Corry Federal Credit Union would like to wish the Wolfpack the best of luck this season. The Corry Federal Credit Union has been serving the community since 1958. They offer a wide range of financial and banking services for you and your business. The Corry Federal Credit Union is located at 728 Worth Street in Corry, 56 North Main Street in Union City, 315 Main Street in Spartansburg, and online at corryfcu.org. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks the Corry Federal Credit Union, a not-for-profit organization, for their support of CSP Wolfpack Football play-by-play. Wolfpack Football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is provided in part by Necker's Company General Store, providing Clymer with groceries, apparel, gift items, and so much more for over 100 years. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Necker's Company General Store for their support. Lictus Oil and Propane in Clymer is a major sponsor of this Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream broadcast. Family-owned Lictus Oil and Propane continues to supply liquids and fluids for agriculture, industry, and homeowners. Heating, oil, and propane services and off-and-on diesel fuel services are also offered. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Lictus Oil and Propane for their continued support.
Welcome back, Wolfpack fans, as the start of the second half is about to be underway. Bryce Hinsdale's lining to kick up from his own 40-yard line right here. Looks like Randolph is going to send Xavier Hind and Slade back there to return this kick here, as Bryce is ready to kick this ball away. And the second half is underway here. Bryce approaches the ball right here. It's going to be a short line drive kick down to about the 20-yard line. It's going to stop right there, and it's going to be picked up, and then breaks the tackle right there. It looks like Hind across the middle, and we have multiple flags coming out right there. I think that's going to be a holding penalty coming back at the 23-yard line. A big return for Randolph. But we'll see if that play is going to stick or what's going on here.
Yeah, that's got to be a hold. The officials keep throwing the flags backwards.
I think he threw the wrong one. I think he went to go throw his the yellow flag. He threw the bean bag, and he threw a Snickers bar, and then a wad of gum apparently.
Yeah, I think there was a hot dog in there. It was all sorts of things, but they're going to get it sorted out, and it is a Randolph holding penalty, and that's going to negate a pretty nice return. I thought Bryce had that little modified pooch kick, and the ball was just laying there on the ground, and lots of times that translates into problems for the receiving team. But the kid picked the ball up and made a pretty nice play on it, but. I got to give the officials some credit. They've called some holding penalties tonight that you don't necessarily see, and kind of has helped keep us in the game.
Yeah, Doc, what's kind of nice when you get to the playoffs is, you got a full officiating crew, and also it's the best of the best out here, as they're trying to get the best guys to get the good playoff games right here. So Randolph is going to start all the way back at their own 10-yard line there. That's going to be about a 35-yard change of field position, as they would have had the ball to the 45. I formation once again. Hind going to be the deep back out here. He's going to give up the right side to him. He's going to met right line of scrimmage, breaks the tackle, keeps his feet going. Cross the 20, all the way to the 24, still on his feet. They can't bring him down. He's still running his feet all the way up to the 28-yard line right there.
Wow.
I mean, they're just now wrapping up, Doc. They're meeting him at the line of scrimmage, and they can't bring him down.
Yeah, your call is 100% correct. He was stymied at the line of scrimmage, but he kept churning those legs and moving the pile, and that was a 0-yard gain that turned into a 15-yard 1st and 10.
Randolph once again going to have first down at their own 28-yard line right there, and as it was in the first game of the year, this is the Xavier Hines show right here. And it looks like number 75 Devin Hoynick is going to come in the game at right defensive end, playing the other side of Alex Barmore. Hines once again I formation. CSP showing blitz. It's going to be a give to the fullback right there, and he's going to pick up maybe 3 or 4 yards right there. And as Randolph trying to catch him on that quick fullback give right there. And at this point, CSP says any carry not by Xavier Hind is we'll take it.
Exactly. Well, yeah, we'll take that second and that 3-yard gain instead of a 15-yard first down. But I was impressed with Randolph throwing the ball in the first half. I mean, they were throwing the ball less than 4 times a game throughout the season, but they had a couple pretty nice pass plays, and maybe they're just saving that part of their offense for the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't need it, why go to it on it? Once again, Hind in the I formation, give off the left side right there. He's being met about the 35-yard line, keeps his feet spinning, and he's all the way up to the 40-yard line right there before he's finally brought down. This will be another about 10-yard pickup and a first down for the Randolph offense as they have quickly chewed up 30 yards and are approaching midfield.
Yeah, it's just a very workmanlike, very, very efficient offense. There's nothing fancy, and we just are not tackling that kid. And I think the biggest problem is he's just such a low center of gravity runner, and he never stops churning those legs, and it's certainly been a challenge for us. And again, we're missing Lucas Lissandro on defense. I think that would have made a difference, but maybe not that much.
Randolph once again I formation. Hines going to be the deep back right here. Conley's going to go under center right here. It's going to be handoff to Hind across the middle. He's going to break a tackle, breaks another tackle. They can't bring him down the open field. Cross the 45, still on his feet. Cross the 40, and finally brought down all the way down at the 30-yard line right there. And Doc, they're just getting beat off the line of scrimmage. They can't make a tackle, and Hind is just, running free.
Yeah, it's you never know how the flip of the coin is going to be. But if we could have received the opening kickoff in the second half, had the ball first and maybe scored, and knock it down to a one possession game, that would have been a great recipe or a great scenario for us. But they've just taken the opening kickoff of the second half and pretty much marched the ball down the field at will.
70 yards on this drive in less than 3 minutes already for Randolph. Basically all Xavier Hind. They're going to send out 2 receivers to the left out there. Conley's going to go under center. It's going to be I formation. Hind is on the sideline. Give to the fullback. That's going to be stuffed for no gain right there. Drake DiDomenico and one of those defensive tackles in there to stuff it. And Xavier Hind is on the sideline getting a breather right now. It's well-deserved for the work he's put in tonight. Conley's going to come over to the sideline, get the play. Hind's going to come back in the game right here. And CSP's, they just got to get a stop here, Doc. I mean, they got to wrap up. They got to just do something. I'd like to see maybe more blitzing, take a chance, hit him in the backfield for a 4 or 5 yard loss.
Yeah, I don't know how he can be tired. It's only the first possession of the second half, and the kid is 18 years old now. I mean,
when's the last time you ran for 70 yards, Doc? And you broke about 15 tackles on it, okay?
He can't be tired yet. He just can't be. So he's back in the game, and I'm willing to bet he's going to get the ball here out of that power I formation and probably do something positive with it.
We got a whistle on the field. We got a flag. Might be a
delay game.
It is a delay game.
Yeah.
That's going to be a 5 yard penalty. Yeah. And that's going to set up 2nd and 15, maybe 16 here for the Randolph offense. That's the one downside. Randolph is kind of old school here. Conley, the senior quarterback, has to go all the way to the sideline to get the play. They have wristbands, but they like to come over for that deliberate offense. And that can take a little more time to get out of the huddle right there. So CSP will take that 5 yards right there. And 2nd and 16 coming up for the Randolph offense, all the way back at their own the CSP 36-yard line.
Yeah, that's kind of an odd call. I mean, the ball is still basically in the middle of the field between the 30s. Lots of times you run out of time when you're running, inside the 10 type of thing. But
it's going to be a fake behind the right side. Conley's got one-on-one coverage. Back at 35. He's going to throw the ball right there. He throws it out of bounds right there. The pass is going to be incomplete. As no receiver down there, he just chucked it out of bounds. But that did get past the line of scrimmage. It was down the field, so it will not be intentional grounding. But, it looked like they wanted this backside receiver one-on-one, And good coverage by the CSP, and 3rd and 16 coming up for Randolph.
Yeah, we had nice pressure on the quarterback by number 51 there. I just wanted to get a name to that number.
51 is Jaden Malecki, the junior.
Yep, he did a really nice job and basically took Randolph out of their rhythm and put great pressure on the quarterback. And, that's exactly what we need to do. And, 3rd and 15, not a great down and distance for the Cardinals, but I'm willing to bet it's 2-down territory.
Yep, Conley's going to be the shotgun. He's going to be met in the backfield. He's behind for a 3-yard loss right there. As it looks like, I can't get a number on that. Might have been 51, Malecki again.
Yeah,
yes, it was. Sticks
Yeah.
Hind in the backfield and wrapped him up. And that's going to bring up 4th and 18 here for the Randolph offense. And we'll see what they're going to do here.
Yeah, let's give him lots of credit. Not a number that we've called a lot on the season, but
It looks like they are going to punt the football. Like Conley, the quarterback, does come off the field right here. We'll pin probably CSP back, but I mean, anytime you stop Randolph is going to be just a win for the CSP offense. And that was 12 men in the huddle for the Randolph. Should probably be a penalty right there, unless they don't have enough guys out there. Ref is counting them right now, and he's going to let them go. And he's going to be sending Carter Brink down into his 10-yard line. It's going to be a punt. Hayden's going to be a line drive.
Nice
let it
kick.
go. It's going to be a nice kick, but it's going to go into the end zone for a touchback right there. And CSP is going to start at their own 20-yard line right here. 7 minutes and 8 seconds left in the third quarter, and we're going to send it to the station for these commercials.
Wolfpack Football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream is provided in part by John Wiggers & Son, offering a wide variety of products for farming, landscaping, snow removal, beekeeping, and maple syrup products. Located at 7700 Route 474 North Clymer. The Channel 98.9 sports stream thanks John Wiggers & Son for their support.
Tate Cattonese going to come in the under center here. He's going to have Roth in the offset. They're going to send Birkenowski in motion across the formation. It's going to be a give to Birkenowski on the left side. He's got a little room out there. He's going to go across the 20. Oh, and stuck right there. Great tackle. And I think that is number 12, the Conley, the quarterback, stood up Trent for no gain.
Yeah, we've tried lots of different wrinkles in our offense, none of which have proven to be very effective. Maybe we ought to set up that, attempt for a field goal here and see if we can get another touchdown off that block kick.
We're going to have a Twins left formation. Again, it's 2 receivers to right. Tate's going to work out of the shotgun right here. Back to throw. Looking. He's got a man open out there across the 25. It's going to be caught by Gabe Roth. Breaks the tackle. And as we stood up at the 26-yard line, it's going to be a 6-yard pickup here. Going to set up a 3rd and 4 for the CSP offense, and they really need to convert this and get some momentum going here.
Yeah, for sure. And again, that's that little short pass. We'd like to see that a little bit more of a medium or a deeper route. But by the same token, it's a workable down and distance for us. But we're going to have to convert here. We can't keep giving the ball back to that Randolph time-consuming offense.
6 minutes left here in the third quarter. CSP trailing 22-7 here, middle of the third quarter. Tate's going to work out the shotgun. He's going to have trips left formation. He's going to send Roth on a pattern out there. He's got him open out there. He's going to overshoot him, and the pass is going to be incomplete at the 31-yard line. And Gabe was open.
Yeah.
That would have been a first down right there. And CSP is going to have to bring out the punt unit. I mean, Doc, you just got to hit those. If you're going to be a throwing team, you got to be able to hit a 5-yard out.
Well, I'm not even sure that was intended for Gabe. We ended up with Gabe and Bryce about 5 yards apart there. I almost think that pass was intended for Bryce, who was a little bit deeper in the pattern. Now, I certainly don't know that, but yeah, even if Gabe would have caught that, I think he'd have been short of the first down. But here we're going back into punt formation again, a very familiar formation for us tonight. We've probably punted more tonight than we have the whole season.
Bryce Instill back deep to punt this ball. They're going to bring Carter Brink across the formation here. Bryce wait for the snap. Here's the signal. Snap is good. Kick is up. Kick is good. It's going to be a line drive. It's going to go back down to about the 45-yard line. Takes a Randolph bounce, and it settles in at the Randolph 48-yard line right there, where the Cardinals will take over. And with this change of possession, we're going to send it for a quick commercial.
Coverage of Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream is provided in part by Arlene's Dutch Kitchen. At 104 East Main Street in Sherman, Arlene's offers breakfast, lunch, dinner, and Amish-style baked goods. Phone 716-234-4002. Find them on Facebook. The Channel 98.9 sports stream thanks Arlene's Dutch Kitchen for their support.
Once again, Randolph's going to break the huddle. They're going to send Twins right. They're going to have Hind in the I formation. Conley under center right here. Hind give off the right side right there. He's got a hole right there. Met right at the 50-yard line right there. Great tackle. Looks like, and they didn't blow
still going.
No, that's going to be a break for, that's going to be a horse collar tackle too. Nope, they're not going to call it. And I don't know why the ref didn't blow the whistle right there. He was stopped dead and wasn't moving. But they let it go, and it's going to be 20 yards for Hind and first down.
Yeah, that was really an odd play.
I mean, the forward momentum was obviously stopped on that. He wasn't moving.
Yeah, and the players on both teams, pulled back, like they were just anticipating the whistle, which I know you're not supposed to do, but after a season of kind of getting a feel for when the whistle was blown, that was a very, very unusual play. But after that play at the end of the first half, I guess we have nothing to complain about.
Exactly. Randolph, once again, I formation, Hind the deep back on it, Conley under center right here. It's going to be a give to him out there, and they're going to blitz the guy.
He got pancaked.
Drake Domenico makes a tackle at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be about a 1-yard gain on the play as they sent Malecki on a blitz, and it got nailed by the pulling guard right there. And, Doc, but that's why I want to see them. They got to send some guys to shoot a gap and try and make a tackle in the backfield.
Blow up the play, try to push the blocker back into the runner. If they just try to go toe-to-toe with these guys, it's just not going to happen. So, we've got to put some wrinkles in defensively. And, we've only given up 1 touchdown since the first quarter, which is not that bad.
Right.
So, we've got to root for a turnover here. And, so there we go again.
Absolutely.
Well, it still blew up the play.
Yep. And Jaden Malecki once again shot to the line of scrimmage, almost took the handoff and knocked it away. Hind had to stop to kind of get the ball, and then stuffed by Drake Domenico and a couple of Wolfpack defenders for no gain on the play. And that's going to set up a 3rd and 8, maybe 7 here for the Wolfpack. And they're just too much. If they can even turnover on downs are good enough right here because they're going to have to do something on offense.
Yep. Well, I mean, Malecki's played terrific too. I mean, that's exactly what we need to do. If we get somebody in the backfield to upset the rhythm and the timing of that play, then we have a chance at the line of scrimmage with the Hind not being able to get full momentum and under motion. But 3rd and 8, we'll probably see more of Xavier Hind right here.
Fake off the right side. Conley looking deep out there. He's got a man open down there. And it's going to be caught down at the 2-yard line by Jaden Huntington, the 6'7 senior, as he goes up over the defender right there and makes a big catch. And Randolph's got 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Yeah, that's just Randolph's been saving this the entire season for just the right time, and I'm sure they've been practicing that all year long. And he is such a huge target. I mean, 6'7", long arms, long legs, and the kid is pretty fast too. So pretty tough mismatch.
6'4", Doc.
6'4",
6'7".
Yep. Well, that's a basketball 6'7", and it seems like that's what's in the basketball program.
CSP desperate defense. They're going to stuff him at the line of scrimmage right there. There's going to be no gain on the play as Hind is going to be short of the goal line. He might get a yard on the play as CSP is selling all out to stop that give off Hind right there. 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line right there. Randolph up 22-7 with 3 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Looking to extend it back to a 3-possession lead right here. 2nd and goal from the 1 coming up.
Yeah, it's a pretty tough down and distance for the CSP defense, but you've just got 11 guys on the line of scrimmage, and fill up everybody gets a gap and fill that gap, and hope that you can come up with a stop.
Hind once again deep back in the I formation. It's going to be a fullback give right there, and he's going to be stuffed at line of scrimmage, but just enough to get in. I think that ball just broke the plane right there as CSP sold out but couldn't make a stop right there. And that with 2:33 left here in the 3rd quarter, Randolph is going to go up 28-7 and take a 21-point lead here. And, every point matters at this point. CSP's really got to get a stop here on this 2-point conversion. Once again, 2:33 left in the 3rd quarter, 28-7, Randolph on top as the Xavier Hind show continues today. They just can't bring him down. He's breaking tackles and making big plays. Conley under center right here. Hind's going to be the deep back out here. It's going to be a pitch play out to him across the right side. It's going to be stretched out by the CSP defenders, but they can't make the stop out there as Hind beats Trent Burchanowski to the sideline. And with that, Randolph is going to go up 30-7, 2:33 left here in the 3rd quarter, and we're going to send it back to the station for these commercials.
Coverage of Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream is provided in part by Bush Septic Services, serving the local area since 1959. Austin White can be reached at 716-355-8843 or at bushsepticservices.com. The Channel 98.9 sports stream thanks Bush Septic Services for their support.
Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream is provided in part by Countertop Solutions, a proud supporter of Wolfpack athletics. Countertop Solutions wishes the Wolfpack luck in their pursuit of excellence on the field. Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream is brought to you in part by First Place Auto Glass of Jamestown. Owner and glass tech Robert Leonard installs automotive glass and works with all major insurance companies. The Channel 98.9 sports stream thanks First Place Auto Glass for their support.
Welcome back, Wolfpack fans. Randolph leading 30-7 here late in the third quarter. CSP desperately needs something on offense. Kickoff here is a line drive. Going to be fielded about the 10-yard line by Braden Hayes here. He's got room up the right side. He's going to get a block right there. Breaks the tackle at the 30 and drags his defender across the 30. Still going up to about the 34-yard line right there, as CSP will have decent field position here to start their drive here in the third quarter. And Doc, at this point, I think you got to start taking some shots down the field. You got to start throwing the football a little bit.
Well,
I mean, defense. We're throwing the ball now, but you got to start throwing it. You got to start pushing the ball 10 to 15 yards.
That I agree with. Yeah, we've been throwing the ball 3 out of 4 downs, I think, if not more. And we need to, because it's going to be very, very difficult for us to rush the football. Maybe we can get an inside counter or a little trickeration or a little reverse play or something. But to go toe to toe and run the old belly series or isolations, it's just not going to work. So yes, I do think we need to be throwing the ball medium to deep, and Tate's back to pass, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And the ball is going to go off of Hayes' hands at about the 44-yard line. Would have been close to a first down right there. As I will say this, the offensive line has kind of given them plenty of time out there. Randolph has sent extra blitzers at times, but it's more on the receivers down the field not getting separation.
Well, for the most part, I think our protection's been pretty good as a general rule, and we throw the ball so much, we would expect our pass protection to be pretty decent, but usually one or the other suffers, and when you throw the ball as much as we do, it's tough for us to run the ball because it's tough to be proficient and efficient pass blocking and rush blocking. So we're pretty good at protecting the quarterback, but we got to get some completions.
Tate's going to work in the shotgun. Twins left, twins right. Pressure on him. Steps up, gets the ball. At least it's going to be dropped by Gabe Roth up at the 40-yard line. I think it had some room to run, Doc. He breaks that tackle. He might be in the end zone right
I agree. That was a definite.
That's the play you got to hit.
Yep. I mean, we get one of our skill possessions, and one of our skill players in the open field, one-on-one, and yes, that appeared to be a ball that could have been caught.
Tate's going to work out the shotgun formation. Going to send Roth off to the right with Trent. He's going to have trips left with Bryce Insdale deep back out there. Only 2 backs out there. Here comes a quick bubble screen right there. It's going to be Bryce. He's got to break a tackle. He does. Gets the ball across the 30. Driven down at the 35-yard line right there. He's only going to pick up 1 or 2 yards right there. And that's going to be 4th and 9 coming up for CSP. And once again, a familiar thing tonight, Doc. Here comes the punt unit.
Yeah, I really think we've probably punted as much tonight as we have in the entire season. That's probably not true, but it sure seems that way. And the Randolph defense is tough. I mean, we try to keep track of the numbers and who's making the tackles, but it really is a team effort. All those kids are very hard-nosed football players, and very, very, very well schemed as well. They seem to be in the right spot at the right time.
Bryce Insdale back at his own 22-yard line here, waiting the snap here. Gabe Roth on the snap, waiting for it. Snap's good, no pressure. Hinsdale plenty of time. Line drive kick, not as good as his usual ones. It's going to be out of bounds at about the 45, maybe 50-yard line. Looks like it kind of went off of Bryce's foot. It's only going to be about a 20-yard gain on the punt. And with this change in possession, we're going to send it back to the station for a commercial.
Support for Wolfpack football coverage on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream is provided in part by Corry Chevrolet, located at 45300 Route 6 at the Y in Columbus. Corry Chevrolet is proud to support the 2022 CSP Wolfpack. Play hard, believe in yourself and each other. Vehicles are available for viewing online at CorryChevy.com. Phone is 814-581-4094. The Channel 98.9 sports stream thanks Corry Chevrolet for their support.
Welcome back. Conley's going to work under center, I formation behind. Give up the right side. He's going right to the line of scrimmage, breaks some tackles, dragging guys down to about the 45-yard line of CSP. And that's going to be about a 7-yard pickup right there. Xavier Hind once again off that right side with that ISO lead, and CSP is having a hard time stopping that.
Well, and this type of football, it's just so demoralizing, and you just get so tired because we are smaller than they are, hat on hat, and all that pushing and rushing on every single play, one-on-one blocking. It's just a very demoralizing, very tired defensive unit that we have out there now, 2nd and 2 or 3.
Conley once again under center I formation, Hind the deep back here. It's going to be a give to Hind off the right side right there, and he's going to be stopped right at the, looks he's going to have enough for the first down right there, so that's going to be about a 4-yard pickup as Randolph will have 1st and 10 at the CSP 43, and it'll probably be the last play of the third quarter. We have 13 seconds here, and the clock will wind once they set it, and that will do it. That will be the last play of the third quarter right there, and with this change in quarters, we're going to send it back to the station for these commercials.
Wolfpack Football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is brought to you in part by Crouch's Garage, offering automotive service, New York State inspection, and used cars too. 2 East Main Street in Panama, 716-782-2110, or on Facebook. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Crouch's Garage for their support.
Dwayne Woods at Woods Auto Parts Napa in Sherman supports this broadcast of Wolfpack Football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream. Woods offers Napa auto parts for almost anything, including small engines. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Woods Auto Parts Napa for their support.
Wolfpack Football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is provided in part by J. Edwards Insurance, with offices at 9 East Main Street in Panama and 800 West 3rd Street in Jamestown. J. Edwards Insurance is always available for a review of your home, auto, and business insurance. We treat you like family. Best of luck to the Wolfpack this season from J. Edwards Insurance, serving New York and Pennsylvania since 1957.
Support for coverage of Wolfpack Football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is provided in part by Triple E Manufacturing and Design. Triple E Manufacturing and Design offers equine products, promotional items, embroidery, and printing services. Located at 117 Osborne Street in Sherman and at tripleemfg.com. Phone 800-295-4282. The Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream thanks Triple E Manufacturing and Design for their support.
Welcome to Randolph, New York for the start of the fourth quarter here. CSP trailing 30-7, and Randolph driving down the field right here. He's going to give the Hind up the middle right there. He's going to break a tackle down to the 38-yard line. He's going to pick up 5 yards before Trent Perchinowski finally brings him down. 2nd and 5 coming up here for the Randolph offense. And Doc, it's the same play. It's
just more the same.
It's just,
exactly.
It's just they're lining up in I formation. It's a fullback lead. Hind just taking it right up the middle, off the right tackle, off the left tackle. The guards are just, making tons of room for him. That tackle was a good tackle right there by Trent. Put us 4 or 5 yards
down the field. Yep. Yeah, it is. It's just been a very efficient, very workmanlike performance. And Randolph has decent size, but they're not massive like they have been some years. But the kids that they have tackle to tackle are certainly fundamentally very, very solid. As soon as I say that, we're going to have a 5-yard penalty on one of them for a false start. But a very impressive performance for Randolph tonight. And if you discount that one play at the end of the first half, it really pretty much has been dominated on both sides of the ball by the Randolph Cardinals.
And that's going to bring up 2nd and 11 as a left tackle for the Randolph. Was a false start right there. And CSP, once again, bringing in a 5-man line right there, trying to get some pressure and get some linemen to hold up at the point of attack right there. And we have taken the safety off the field and playing more down linemen to try and get some pressure and, get somebody in the backfield, make a stop. 11 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. CSP down 3 scores. Conley's going to come under center. He's going to have Hind in the backfield. He's going to send a receiver out to the left, one out to the right. Conley taking his time. Snap. It's going to be a give. Fake off the Hind out there. It's going to be a...
Oh, he missed the tackle.
It ran right past him. Slade across the midfield, across the 20. Eventually brought down inside the 10-yard line, down to the 8-yard line. They had him at he just whiffed. Player just whiffed in the backfield. Should have been no gain. and Randolph's got first and goal at the 6.
Yep, the linebacker was blitzing, and it was the right defensive call. It was one-on-one, and he just whiffed on the tackle. And once he beat the linebacker that was supposed to be there, there wasn't anybody else. So Slade's getting in on the productive rushing stats now, but we'll see if Hines going to get what will be his his fourth touchdown.
Yeah, I think so on it. They have 4 touchdowns, and who had the other one? I think Huntington had one. Doc will come back and we'll recap the scores here. Randolph's got first and goal from the 6-yard line right here. Hines, a deep back, is going to have a back off to the right too, and a wing back over here, Conley. It's going to be a give to 3. It's going to be counterplay, and it's going to be blown up in the backfield for a 3-yard loss. Number 75 right there for CSP, and that is Devin Hoynick on the stop. So that's going to bring up second and goal from back at the 10-yard line right there. As they tried to do a counter to the fullback right there. It didn't work. Clock's under 10 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. CSP down 3 scores and desperately needs to stop.
Yeah, they're just trying a little misdirection there. I don't know why. Everything else that they've been doing that's just basic straight ahead football has been pretty effective for them. But I think they're just chewing up some clock, and one more score. It's just going to be tough for us to have the firepower to come back.
Conley under center is going to be a give to the fullback. It's going to be an option. Conley's going to pitch. It's going to be fumble. That's the break. Oh, and Hinsdale couldn't keep his feet right there. But that is a turnover CSP. Yep. Oh, Doc, if Bryce Hinsdale keeps his feet right there, that's a 85-yard scoop and score. Yep. But it is a turnover, and they tried running the option right there, and I don't know why, like you said. And 9:13 left, and the game, and CSP would probably its last break of the game. Doc, if I'm CSP right now, I'm telling Tate, you're in 4-down offense the rest of the game. You can't punt the ball back anymore.
The whole night, without pitching the ball, they decided to run the option inside their own 20, and it just wasn't something that they were familiar with doing. And good. CSP got a break. Let's see if we can take advantage of that. But we've got 85 yards to go to score as well.
9:13 left in the fourth quarter. Once again, CSP trailing 30-7, but they have the ball at their own 15-yard line on the fumbled pitch attempt from Conley to Hine that Bryce Hinsdale was able to recover. Tate's going to go under center here. He's going to have Birchanowski in the backfield. Roth offset fullback. Hinsdale to the left. Braden Hayes, a senior, off to the right. Tate under center. It's going to be a fake out. He's going to roll to the right. He's got some room. He's got some time. He's going to let the ball go, and it's going to be incomplete at about the 18-yard line, looking for Alex Barmore, the sophomore. And that was double coverage right there. And great coverage once again by the Cardinals, Doc. I know they've had a good defense all year, but their coverage has been really good. It wasn't this good in the Week 2 matchup. We were able to get some yards on them.
Yeah, and I thought Tate had a really nice game in Week 2, especially as a sophomore quarterback. And, we forget that we're playing tons of sophomores. Bryce is a sophomore, Barmore's a sophomore, Brink's a sophomore, Red Leckie's a sophomore,
Travis
Owens is a sophomore. Those guys are, we're gonna be pretty good next year, but it's just tough. Sophomores against seniors. Usually the seniors are going to end up on the top of the heap.
Tate under center right here. It's going to be a fake off. He's going to roll to the right again. He's looking back. He's got a man open across the field. It's going to be overshot to Alex Barmer, looking about the 25-yard line right there. As once again, and not much separation right there. We just can't complete a pass right now. 3rd and 10 coming up, their own 15. For CSP.
Yeah, and Randolph's starting to get a little bit of pressure. If we could hold that ball for just another half a count to give the receiver a chance to get a little more separation, that's going to give Tate a little better window to throw into. But throwing the ball pretty much on every down, and the Randolph pressure is there that maybe wasn't there earlier in the game. It just makes it that much tougher to complete the pass.
Tate shotgun formation. Roth and Birchanowski in the backfield, back throw. Sometimes, got some times looking deep down there. He's going to throw in a double coverage, and it's going to be incomplete. Looking for Barmore on the right sideline, and nobody open there. And they are going to bring out the punt unit. 4th and 10 from your own 15-yard line. You get the break you needed, Doc, and you have 3 incomplete passes.
Yeah, that pass had no chance of being completed. We're throwing the ball to the far sideline, which really would have been about a 15-yard gain, and the ball was in the air about 45 or 50 yards. The width of the field into double coverage, probably a pretty low percentage probability, but I'm sure that it's a tough set of progressions to get through at this stage of the game as well.
Bryce Hinsdale's going to be punting back from his own 4-yard line right here. Carter Brink once again can become across the formation. Ball's at the 15-yard line right there. Bryce back at his own 3. Snap's good. Bryce has it. A little pressure on him. It's going to be a short kick. Actually going to make it all the way to about the 50-yard line. Be fielded there by Slade. He's going to make a move. Hammered there by, looks like 51. And that is, once again, having a nice ball game there is Jaden Malecki and then Drake DiDomenico making the stop too. But that was the chance to get back in this ball game, Doc, was, turnover in the red zone. You get a chance, 3 straight incompletions, and they've already got the ball right back.
Yep, without question. And, again, if we're kind of begging for a break, we get the break. And, if Rice was able to scoop that and score, still it's going to be 30-14, for example, but give us a little glimmer of hope. But, Malecki's played really good tonight. I don't think he's played all that much in the previous games, but he's certainly stepped up and had a whale of a game tonight.
Randolph taking over right at the 50-yard line right there. It's going to be hand off to, looks like a different running back right here. Is number 2. That's going to be, takes off the left side. He's going to gain 9, 10, might be a first down right there. Tristan Farman, the junior, as it looks like Xavier Hine getting a breather right there with them up 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. That is going to be enough for a first down. 8:30 left in the fourth quarter. CSP trailing 30-7 to the Class D regular season champions and undefeated Randolph Cardinals.
Well, and that's all the CSP defense needs is a fresh set of legs to have to tackle. So, but I tell you, I agree having Hind on the sidelines. Ahead 30-7 with 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. No sense taking the chance that the kid might get hurt.
Yep, and that's going to be buried in the backfield back at the 41 right there. There's a whole host of CSP defenders are going to tackle Farnham for a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to set up 2nd and 11 here on the near side. As the clock is still running here, less than 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Doc, I think at this point, Randolph doesn't even care if they get a first down right here. You burn 2 or 3 minutes, get it down to 5.5 minutes left. You're going to be up 3 scores. You're going to like where you're sitting.
Yeah, for sure. Very efficient offense, very time-consuming. They're taking the play clock inside to 5 pretty much on every single play. And
the formation, and Farnham's going to take it off the left side. It's going to hit about 4 yards and finally brought down by a few Wolfpack defenders. Looks like number 15, Trent Burchanowski on the stop. And looks like also Barmore. It's going to bring up 3rd and 9 here for the Randolph offense. Once again, Xavier Hines still on the sideline here as the junior Farnham has become the tailback here. Clock about to go under 7 minutes left. CSP trailing 30-7 here in the fourth quarter. And CSP needs to get a stop right here and try and get that ball back. Conley's going to work under center. He's going to have an I formation. He's going to split 1 to the left, 1 to the right. Huntington's going to be tight right on the right-hand side. Conley, it's going to be a give to the fullback right there, stuffed right at the line of scrimmage, and is going to mark him down at about the 35, 36-yard line right there. And that's going to bring up 4th and 6 here for the Cardinals offense. Braden Hayes, a senior, back in the game. 6:30 left here in the fourth quarter. Conley coming back to the huddle right here. Xavier Hines still on the sideline, sitting on the bleachers. I'm assuming this is a rest decision versus an injury. He looked like he was good to go.
Sure.
He's done a ton of work today, and if I'm the coaches, I'm resting him a little bit.
Yeah,
Randolph, I formation right here. Farnham the deep back. It's going to be a give to him off the left side. He's going to be stuffed right there. Great tackle by Barmore and Devin Johnson right there. As that's going to be another turnover on downs, and actually that's got to be the 4th turnover on downs for Randolph. But, they're just trying to burn the clock right there. That will stop the clock with 6:08 left here in the fourth quarter. CSP will get the ball back at the 35-yard line, trailing 30-7. And with this change of possession, we're going to send it for this quick commercial.
Support for Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream is provided in part by UTAG's Body Shop in Corry, offering collision repair and refinishing along with frame straightening services. 699 East Smith Street in Corry or at utagsbodyshop.com. Phone 814-663-2562. Channel 98.9 sports stream thanks UTAG's Body Shop for their support.
Tate's going to work under center here. He's going to have Burchanowski in the backfield, twins right formation. It's going to be a sweet play to Burchanowski. He's going to be hitting the backfield. He's going to break a tackle, but then be brought down back at the, looks like at the 32, 33-yard line. It's going to be a loss of 2 on the play as CSP runs that sweet play off to the right side. And, Randolph shot that, no gain on the play. 5:50 left in the fourth quarter here. CSP down 3 scores.
Well, I'll tell you, with the outcome of the game pretty much decided, I think we need to recognize the CSP seniors. They've meant so much to the program. Number 6, Trent Phelps, and number 15, Trent Burjanowski, and number 18, Braden Hayes, Dylan Michael, number 20, number 22, Drake DiDomenico, number 26, Gabe Roth, number 30, the injured Austin White, number 32, the injured Lucas Lissandro.
Tate with a deep throw over the middle. He's got a man open down there. Looks like that was number 26, Gabe Roth, was open across the middle field. And Tate overshoots him. Would have been a big play right there. And Doc, continue with the seniors.
Sure, and number 50, injured Donovan Schnars. Number 52, Tate Newman. Number 66, Skylar Burke. And number 78, Dave Molesky. And number 77, Mason Kopta. I don't think I missed any of them. But if we want to, salute the seniors, they've meant a lot to the program, and we are a young squad. We're playing a ton of sophomores and a ton of juniors, but the seniors certainly has been a great career for them. They've won a ton of games and had a chance to play in a lot of playoff football.
Tate back to throw, blitz coming, steps into the throw. He's got a man open at the 40-yard line. It's going to be incomplete right there, as he was trying to get the ball to, looks like Braden Hayes, the senior there, would have been a first down marker. Had a chance to bring it in, Doc, but, we've been making those catches all year. We're not doing them tonight, and I think they're bringing out the punt unit right here, which don't really know why. I guess it's pretty much over. I think you just go for it.
Yeah, we're on our own half of the field, and
losing 37-7, or trying to go for the win doesn't matter at this point in my book. But they are going to bring the punt unit out here. Bryce Hinsdale's going to be standing back at his own 20-yard line.
Yeah, the down and distance has a lot to do with it. I mean, if it was 4th and 2 instead of 4th and 12, I do think they'd probably be going for it. But pretty much an academic decision at this point in time, and we had lots of enthusiasm and lots of hope for this game, but we really have gotten beat by a better team tonight.
Hinsdale, the punt, is going to take a CSP bounce inside the 30-yard line all the way down right at the 26-yard line. That'll be a nice little about 40-yard punt right there for Bryce Hinsdale. And with this change of possession, we're going to send it back to the station for these commercials.
Coverage of Wolfpack football on the channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream is provided in part by Whiteland Surveying in Clymer, providing land surveys for Chautauqua and Cattaraugus counties in New York and Erie, Warren, and Crawford counties in Pennsylvania. Phone 716-499-8410. Find them online at mwhitepls.com. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Whiteland Surveying for their support.
Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream is provided in part by John Wiggers & Son, offering a wide variety of products for farming, landscaping, snow removal, beekeeping, and maple syrup products. Located at 7700 Route 474 North Clymer. The Channel 98.9 sports stream thanks John Wiggers & Son for their support.
Randolph once again come out I formation. It's going to be given to Farnham. He's going to take it off the right side. He's going to break a tackle and get out to about the 45-yard line. He's going to pick up about 19 yards right there and another Cardinals first down as the clock now goes under 5 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. CSP, Doc had a really nice season on it, and they kind of got the short end of the straw. Like we said, there was a 3-way tie for second place, and point differential in common games ended up being the tiebreaker. CSP was on the shorthand of that and finished in 4th place for the playoffs. Had a nice win over the Wilson Lakemen last week, but I'd take on number 1 Randolph here this week and trailing 30-7 here late in the fourth quarter as Farnham's going to carry it across the right side and pick up a couple yards, and he's going to get up to about the 48-yard. We'll give him a 3-yard carry on that. As clock is now under about 4 minutes left here in the fourth quarter, and CSP is probably out of chances to get back in this one.
Well, I really like Randolph's chances next week at the Ralph. Of the three
chances to win a state title.
I agree. But I mean, of the 3 teams in the D's, Portville, Franklinville, Elkaville, and CSP. I really thought we were the best of the the best of those three teams, and again, it would have been fitting to play them at the Ralph and give the kids a chance to go up there. Well, what a treat it is! But we end up on the short end of the stick, and Randolph is going to there's a broken play.
Broken play right there.
Yeah.
Conley's going to try to the left side. He's just going to
get out of bounds.
Take it out of bounds as he's going to be ushered out of bounds there by 58 Caden Beckering. That'll be you actually get back to the line of scrimmage right there, so that's going to bring up 3rd and 8 here at the 47-yard line right there for the Randolph offense. We'll stop the clock with 3:28 left here. So CSP will probably get a chance to get a stop here, get one more possession, and maybe try and get this to, a little closer score. It's not going to matter when it's all said and done. Back in the huddle's Conley. Once again, Xavier Hind. It looks like his night is done on offense, giving him a break. Conley's going to go back in the huddle. Farnham has taken over the tailback duties for the Cardinals offense. He's going to send 2 receivers out to the right. I formation. Farnham's a deep back right here. It's going to be a give to him off the right side. He's going to be driven down right there at the line of scrimmage. It looks like that's Tate Newman, number 52, the senior. And that's going to set up 4th and 9 here for the Randolph offense. Xavier Hind is going to come back on the game, and so will Slade. And looks like they're going to bring out the punt team as Conley goes on the sideline here. 3:10 left in the 4th quarter. CSP trailing 30-7 as Randolph's looking to punt from their own 46-yard line.
Well, it's a nice big number 52 with a really nice defensive play. Tate's a senior. Football means a lot to him. He just really enjoys the game, enjoys the contact, and certainly has had a great career for the Wolfpack.
Snap's good. Back to punt. It's going to be a line drive kick, and a nice kick driving Domenico back to about the 25. He's going to let it go. It's going to bounce down at the 27-yard line. 2:38 left in the 4th quarter. CSP will take over there, and we'll send it back to the station for these last commercials.
The Corry Federal Credit Union is the platinum sponsor of CSP Wolfpack Football play-by-play coverage on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream. The Corry Federal Credit Union would like to wish the Wolfpack the best of luck this season. The Corry Federal Credit Union has been serving the community since 1958. They offer a wide range of financial and banking services for you and your business. The Corry Federal Credit Union is located at 728 Worth Street in Corry, 56 North Main Street in Union City, 315 Main Street in Spartansburg, and online at corryfcu.org. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks the Corry Federal Credit Union, a not-for-profit.
Welcome back, Wolfpack fans. Tate Cattonese in the huddle right here. 2:38 left here in the 4th quarter here. CSP trailing 30-7. Tate's going to break the huddle here. He's going to send out Gabe Roth out to the right. He's going to work out of the shotgun here. He's going to have Hayes, Hinsdale, I think Barmore over here in this tight formation right here. Tate shotgun. He's got Birchanowski in the backfield. Tate back to throw, looking pressure, screenplay. Swings it out to Trent's got room out there. Makes a man miss, gets across the 30, breaks another tackle, driven out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. Should be about an 8-yard pickup there. Going to be short of the first down. A nice little screenplay for the CSP offense.
Yeah, that was a really nice design to that play. Trent is one of our playmakers. Get the ball out to him in some space. He's able to make a couple of moves. A nice 8-yard gain on the play.
2nd and 2 coming up, maybe 3 for the CSP offense. Clock is stopped at 2:26. Like to see CSP get a touchdown here. Won't change the outcome of the game, but it'll make the score look a little closer, and actually be pretty close to the score of the first game there. Tate's going to work out of the shotgun formation. Twins right, twins left. He's got Hinsdale out to the left. Tate back to throw. He's got a man open right there. It's going to be Hinsdale. Driven down right there, and he drops the ball. And they're going to rule that a fumble, and that's going to be a scoop and score probably for Jaden Huntington as he's going to take it in inside the goal line. And
was he not down?
Sure. Look, it should have been incomplete or down, but, Don, we got a break at the end of the first half. That's their break right there. As looks like Bryce was down by contact.
How was he
right
not
there.
down?
If anything, it should have been incomplete pass in my book. Yeah. But 2:12 left in the game. It's really not going to matter. Randolph's going to go up 36-7 as the 6'4" senior Jaden Huntington takes that in from about 35 yards out right there. Randolph lining up to go for 2 here. 36-7, 2:12 left in the game. Don't think that was a good call, Bob.
It was a terrible call. It was just an awful call. It doesn't make any difference, but it was just awful. There was just no way he wasn't down or the pass wasn't incomplete. It was one or the other. Yeah, but it's okay. Stuff happens.
Well, the way I look at it, we got a free touchdown at the half.
Yeah.
They got a free one at the end. So
yeah.
Randolph here, try the extra point right here. Kick is up, and the kick looks to be
nice.
Good. And
that's a solid boot.
Yep, number 9 right there. He's listed as a kicker. I'm wondering if he's a soccer player right there. He's got a nice leg on. He's had some nice kickoffs, and he's got a nice boot there. But with 37 scores 37-7, we're going to send it back to the station one more time.
Wolfpack Football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is provided in part by Necker's Company General Store, providing Clymer with groceries, apparel, gift items, and so much more for over 100 years. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Necker's Company General Store for their support. Lictus Oil and Propane in Clymer is a major sponsor of this Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream broadcast. Family-owned Lictus Oil and Propane continues to supply liquids and fluids for agriculture, industry, and homeowners. Heating, oil, and propane services and off-and-on diesel fuel services are also offered. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Lictus Oil and Propane for their continued support.
Fuck it. Welcome back, Wolfpack fans, as Randolph has gone up 37-7 here, 2:12 left in the fourth quarter. And Randolph set to kick off here. It looks like we're going to send Carter Brink and Braden Hayes back deep at his own 10-yard line right there. And we'll see if CSP can get one last chance to try and get some points on the board here. Number 9 here for Randolph, that's going to be the kicker with a nice extra point right there, Doc.
Yeah,
he did that right through. Has a nice leg on him. That is Griffin Nelson, the sophomore. Kick right here, line drive down to about the 15-yard line. Going to be fielded by Braden Hayes right there. Takes it across the 20, 25, 30, breaks the tackle, cuts up, 35, gets across the 40. Finally driven down to about the 42-yard line right there. Good field position right there for the CSP offense. 2:03 left in the fourth quarter. Now trailing 37-7 on a scoop and score by Jade Huntington on what should have been an incomplete pass or down by contact, but it wasn't ruled that way. And CSP will come out and take over at their own 43. You know, Doc, as we're winding down this game and CSP's not going to get the result they want, recap the season. The critical game that they should have won and they didn't was in Panama, and they lost to Portville 9-3 in a game where they had tons of yardage and couldn't score inside the 20s. They couldn't finish off drives. And it probably cost them the number 2 seed and having to see Randolph here versus Stadium. But, a promising season for CSP, kind of retooled a little bit. A lot of sophomores starting. Tate Catney's really had a nice season at the quarterback position. Bryce Hinsdale going almost 800 yards receiving this year. Alex Barmore and Carter Brink and Travis Owens. They got a lot of sophomores and a lot of potential for next year.
That's for sure. And I think we're going to finish the season 7-3 if I'm not mistaken. And Tate tries to throw the ball deep into double coverage intended for Hayes. And another senior, Braden Hayes, I think he took last year off and decided to come back, but had a really nice kickoff return for touchdown. I think that was at Cat Little Valley, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, they've had a great season, and you can't go to the Ralph every year, but Coach Ty Harper's done a really nice job with a young squad, and hats off to Coach Payne and Coach Bodemer for defense and special teams work as well.
I formation here for CSP. Birchanowski's going to be the deep back right here. Catney's going to hand off to him across the left side. He's going to be driven down right inside the 45-yard line. Nice tackle there by the Randolph defense as the senior Jaden Huntington comes off the field for Randolph, and he gets a big round of applause, and Xavier Hind as they're celebrating. Well-deserved victory for Randolph here. I mean, they were just the more physical team, the better team, and they just executed. It was not a complicated offense, and they just, ran the ball right down up the middle, and CSP couldn't stop them.
It was just really domination on both sides of the ball. If you take away the 2 odd plays, it was a 30-0 game. I mean, Randolph got a cheap touchdown for their last touchdown, and we got a very unusual touchdown at the end of the first half. So Randolph is a very good team, and we're very young, and
it's going to be give to Roth off the right side on the fullback dive. He's going to get about 9 yards. Looks like he's about a yard short here. And with just a minute left in the game, CSP will go for it, try and get a first down and run out the clock here. And disappointing 37-7 loss here. And are we going to actually measure this?
You got to be kidding me.
Well, I guess the officials
Sure.
He does not have dinner reservations tonight because we're going to measure a 4th and close here with 50 seconds left in a 37-7 ball game. And I think it's clearly short by half a yard. But, Doc, maybe they're getting practice for next week if they have to actually measure a critical third down there. And he's short by
almost a yard.
Well,
Well, maybe Ty Harper requested a
Yes,
measurement.
he
I
might
think you
have.
can request a measurement.
Well, he should have told them no. 4th and 1 coming up for CSP on the as they're at the Randolph 47-yard line right here, and they'll try and pick up this first down and extend this game for at least one more play here, as there's 50 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. CSP once again trailing 37-7. But Doc, big season, some nice big wins. They had a big win week 1 against Wilson. They had a nice game out in Cat Little Valley, and a couple weeks ago when they beat some. Ellicottville Franklinville on a 22-20 game, in a game where Bryce Hinsdale scored 22 points, and he had, I believe, it was 3 field goals, an extra point, and 2 touchdowns. Tate's going to work out of the under center here. He's going to have an offset back here. It's going to be Birchanowski in motion. It's going to be a give to Roth off the middle. It's going to be enough for a first down, driven down at about the 44-yard line here as clock stops at 36 seconds left on the first down conversion right there. They had some nice games this year, and, like you said, a lot of young players out here. They got, 2 more years with probably almost all the skill players. We are going to lose the running backs here, but there are some nice running backs on the JV and the modified teams down there. So, I'm sure there's some talent down to replace it, but the passing attack will mostly be back next year as a senior. Braden Hayes is the only main receiver they're going to lose, and Lucas Sandros. Birchanowski is going to take off the right side. He's going to pick up 9 yards there down to the 35-yard line, and that should just about do it, as the clock operator did stop the clock for no reason, but there it goes again. And that's going to be the last play of the game right here.
I can't believe we're not going to measure that, Andy. It's just as close. It's closer than the one they measured.
And that is going to do it here in Randolph, And
that is the ball game.
And nice game for the Randolph Cardinals here, Doc. They just came out. They were the more physical team. They were the better team, to be quite honest. They were the undefeated regular season Class D champions. And I know CSP came in here with high hopes of pulling the upset, but in order to do what they had to score a big. And welcome back, fans. I apologize for the technical difficulties there, as the wrong cord was unplugged to take down the coach's staff, and ours was unplugged. But Doc, just recapping the season real quick and the game tonight, CSP had to come out and tackle Xavier Hind and make big plays in the passing game, and unfortunately they couldn't do it tonight. But nice season for CSP. They're going to finish, I believe, 7-3, as losing to Randolph twice in that close game to Portville. As we'll bring the kids as they meet in the end zone for their final post-game talk this year. And, disappointing end for a couple seniors, too. I do want to say that Austin White was breaking his ankle and, breaking his leg, and Lucas DeSandro breaking a clavicle last week. Disappointing them for being some talented seniors not being able to finish off the year. But overall, I think CSP's got to be happy with the season. They lost in the semifinals, and they're going to have a chance for a big season next year. They're going to have a lot of returning starters and experience coming back next year for another run at this.
And they'll have some linemen back, too. I mean, Grant Lichtis will be back. Dan Redlecki will be back.
Peter, the junior, will be back.
Yeah, we're certainly looking forward to big things next year. And, again, it's just, Randolph was the better team tonight. It would have taken a lot of breaks and turnovers. We got that gift touchdown at the end of the first half. We almost had a gift touchdown when they decided to run an option. Why? I bet they don't run the option the rest of the season. That's the last time they decide to run that play. That almost resulted in a score for us, but we had a great season, and I again marvel at the three schools, and just organizing practice sessions and transportation, and the fact that over 100 kids can have an age-appropriate football experience. I mean, we have we don't have ninth graders playing varsity, and we don't have seventh graders playing JVs, and it's just wonderful to have 30 to 35 kids on modified, and 30 to 35 on JVs, and 30 to 35 on varsity, and it's been really a wonderful thing, and it was a nice testament to Bert Lichtus that Ty Harper had at a game a couple games ago about having the faith and trust in the personnel to be able to pull this off, and they certainly have. So 7-3 is a great season, and we appreciate everything that the seniors did, but just lost to a better team tonight.
Yeah, unfortunately, Randolph, this is just a super talented team. Xavier Hind having a great season, 1,500 yards. Tay Catnese, a sophomore quarterback, threw for 1,400 yards this year, ran for 400, had a nice season. And Trent Burchanowski and Gabe Roth in the backfield also have a nice seasons right there for the seniors. As they had really good seasons. The CSP defense was really good all year. I mean, this is just a bigger physical team that just, the mismatch was on the size tonight. Randolph's bigger across the line. They're more physical across the line. And CSP's speed couldn't make up for that difference right there, and that's basically what the ball game was. The only team that scored more than 20 points against them all year was Randolph twice. The other high score they gave up was 20 points to Elkville-Franklinville, and that was it. They averaged less than 12 points a game coming into this game, and even with this game, they probably had 16 or 17 on the season. You'll win a lot of ball games only giving up 15 points. Once again, another successful season for the CSP program on all the things Doc mentioned, all three schools coming together, and it's been successful. And Doc, any final thoughts before we wrap up this 2022 CSP season?
Well, my final thoughts would be many thanks again to the sponsors. Again, I marvel at the list of sponsors that we have, and said it many times, but without their support, we could not bring these broadcasts to you. And the number of people that listen to the broadcasts, and we want to thank Kyle Hinsdale and Brian Willink for filling in. I think between the four of us, we got most of the games covered, and all of us enjoy doing the games, and it's a great service to bring the games to the community, and also to the parents and grandparents that are living out of town, and the people that can't get to the games can watch it streaming at home. So, it's just a great deal, and I have a lot of fun with it, and I appreciate Brian and the crew back at the station as well, and it's just been a great season, and looking forward to next year, but many thanks to the seniors, and a lot of appreciation to Ty Harper for doing a great job.
And one last time, we're going to list off the seniors as they've been a big part of this program. They deserve the recognition. Number 6, Trent Phelps, the senior. Number 15, Trent Burchanowski, the senior. Braden Hayes, Dylan Michael, Drake DiDomenico, Gabe Roth, Austin White, Lucas Alessandro. We have Donovan Schnars, Tate Newman, Skylar Burke, Mason Kopta, and David Molesky, the seniors on this year's team. And with that, that's going to wrap it up here for tonight, with CSP suffering an unfortunate 37-7 loss here to the Randolph Cardinals, who will take on the winner of the Portville-Franklinville-Elkville game next week at the Highmark Stadium in Buffalo. And with that, I'll sign off. Thanks for being here tonight, Doc. It's been a pleasure. This is Andy Bemis, and we'll hope to have you guys back next season.
Thanks for listening to this broadcast of CSP Wolfpack football coverage on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream at channel989.org. This broadcast is brought to you by Lichtus Oil and Propane, Crouch's Garage, First Place Auto Glass, and Mike's Machine, U-Tags Body Shop, Arlene's Dutch Kitchen Restaurant, J. Edwards Insurance, Necker's Company General Store, Crotty Chevrolet and Buick, Woods Auto Parts Napa and Woods Power Sports, Olson's Auto Repair, Countertop Solutions, White Land Surveying, Bush Septic, Triple E Manufacturing and Design, Sherman Livestock, and the Corry Federal Credit Union. Join us next time for all the action, channel989.org.
wow, 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 wow.